This is Walter Brennan.
Walter.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Ludlow Ford, who reminds you to call your mama, tell her to go lock herself in the garage, and start the goddamn car. Do us all a favor. And now, here's your host, the Kimmer.
We're playing all our favorite stuff. One more day, baby. By the way, there's calls on hold. Are those still leftovers from Mike? Because they might want to know that he's gone. I'm just saying. I'd be happy to talk to him. I don't care. But in case you are, I just didn't want you to be hanging on for nothing. I hold everything. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer. 2:56. And it was on this day, 1987, that David Bowie kicked off his 87-date Glass Slipper World Tour at the Feyenoord Stadium in Rotterdam and Holland. The tour's set, described at that time as the largest touring set ever, was designed to look like a giant spider, hence the Glass Spider Tour. It was 60 feet high, 64 feet wide, and had a giant vacuum tube legs that were lit from the inside with 20,000 colored changing lights. It was a single set for David Bowie's tour in 1987 in Holland. The set took 43 trucks to move it.
I think that was the tour.
Here we go.
That tour that Stevie Ray Vaughan was supposed to tour with him, and then he hit it big, so he had to go do his stuff.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
87. That sounds about right.
43 trucks?
43 trucks
just
to move
gas
one set.
For that
God,
tour.
can you imagine? Anyway.
I dropped my stuff.
No. Oh, no.
I dropped all my papers. Where'd we get the Roadrunner all of a sudden? I love it. I love the Roadrunner. That was my favorite thing. My favorite cartoon growing up was him doing that stupid noise on the Roadrunner. And the look on Wile E. Coyote's face, we realized, oh crap, I'm going to fall off a cliff.
In his car. Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
Genius.
The Acme company of every...
Did you ever read the National Lampoon article where he went to court and sued the Acme company?
No. Oh, man. It's just those were the times. All right. 2:57. How's it going? All right, hold on a second. Here's a number, 404-741-1067, 1067. 404-741-1067. Before I forget, there's a new Newsmaker Line show added to the lineup. Sunday night show at 6, which is earlier than normal, 2 hours earlier. So it's a Sunday show at 6 p.m., July 14th at Houck's Grill in Roswell. 6 p.m. Sunday, July 14th. Go to newsmakerline.com for tickets. They're only $15, so it's going to sell out. And there are shows, well, go to newsmakerline.com and find out, because there's a whole bunch of them in June and July and into August, too. I hold everything. Let's see. We got Pam on 2, Pete. 2:58's the time. Pam, welcome aboard. How you doing?
Listening to you every minute.
Well, thanks, sweetie. Appreciate it.
I want to tell you about an injustice to see if there's anybody out there that can help this poor lady.
All right.
But in Noonan, there's beautiful farms down Smoky Road. I mean, it's the prettiest part of the county, and I live out that way.
Yeah. All right.
But a big homeowner died, and his son sold off several hundred acres where there's a big mansion in the middle of it, but then he's selling around it. And the old people that had lived there and worked that farm for over 30 years, Mr. and Ms. Ike Phillips, the man not in writing, but said, y'all have a home, what do you call it? A life estate in the home there, which is an old original farmhouse that doesn't need to be torn down.
So let me guess. So he's selling and they have to move and they don't want to move, and you want me to go down there and punch somebody in the face or sue somebody or something?
And they're kicking out the widow. She's having and it's just killing us. And they're building little $1,700,000 square feet around this huge, beautiful mansion.
Yeah. Pam, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do?
I just want people to know about it. I want to get her a lawyer, man. He told people that they were going to live there forever after he died. And he died. The son sold the land for millions and millions, and she's getting put on the street.
Well, and this is Noonan, so people can check this out by doing what? How can they know anything about this?
It's Miss Ike Phillips, and it's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what am I saying?
Help her. I bought stuff at her yard sale. But I mean, she needs a lawyer. She needs help.
Yeah, okay. All right, Pam, thank you. Again, God, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
3 o'clock.
Thanks, Christian.
Sorry. All right. Well, here we'll just. And by the way, obviously, we're going to do what we're going to do. I mean, I've got topics. I'm still getting up early to do hours before dawn. Well, it's 4, you idiot. I mean, it's because we're going to do what we're going to do all day. We're going to play old stuff. We have, in fact, a Donald Trump song about the witch hunt. From the past, I'll play it because it still fits for today. Anyway, right down the line here, Pete. Newsmaker line coming up. Here's Brad on 3 on the old We're Gone 106.7. Hello, Brad. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing outstanding, Kimmer. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
And first and foremost, I want to give you a very qualified
Thank you.
That's Sergeant Williams, United States Marine Corps, baby.
Hey, hoorah, my friend. Outstanding.
Hoorah. Well, I've called you multiple times before.
Yeah.
And that's not a derogatory thing for me to say, but I am the coon ass. And,
you and Hangman.
That's right. And I have never one time called into this show, and I've never one time tuned into this radio station and listened to you and been disappointed, man. And I wanted to tell you thank you so much for all the times that you have made me laugh, all the times you've made me think, and all the times that I've been able to relate with you. And Pete, you're the man.
He is the man.
And I did want to say, one of the funniest things out of all the Newsmaker lines, which are great and hilarious, but one of the funniest things I have ever heard on the radio is when the completely spontaneous calls come in for people thinking they're calling a country music station, winning some tickets. And you tell them, well, yeah, I just want you to sing me a song.
Sing your favorite verse.
Sorry, Heartbreaker.
Oh, darn, you almost had it. That's the wrong one. Hey, Semper Fi there, Jarhead 302. Hold on, there's the Newsmaker line. Now, let's use that the old Newsmaker line. Good afternoon.
Hey, Kimmer, this is Mark Lemmer.
Hey, Hall of Famer. How you doing, Mark? Lemmer.
Well, I just wanted to call in and say I'm going to miss you guys.
Oh, are you? Well, thanks, Lemmer. I appreciate it.
Not really. I just thought it might sound good to call in and say that.
You thought you'd say that? Thank you.
Hey, Kimmer.
Yeah, hey, Lemmer.
Oh, by the way, I put in a good word for you and Pete over at 680 The Fan.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure how they felt about it. They couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, they know me.
Yeah. Yeah, we got his number.
Yeah, thanks.
We're good.
Yep.
We're good.
We're all set here now.
Hey, Kimmer, I hope you're able to attend your boss's goodbye and good riddance party for the Never Given a Chance 106.7 line.
The Never Given a Chance 106.7.
Right. Sabotage 106.7. Yeah. I hear the boss has some big surprises in store tonight.
Oh, big surprises tonight?
Yeah, for instance, after dinner, Brian Joyce is going to pop out of a cave. Surprise! With his male traveling companion who just happened to bump into inside the cave.
Just coincidence. What are you doing here?
Ticket to Thailand too? What would be the odds of that?
Hey, where are the girls? I guess they missed the plane.
Exactly. They'll probably catch you later.
Catch up to you guys later, yeah.
Hey, Kim, is it true when they gave Brian Joyce his pink slip, it fit him perfectly? Hey, congratulations to Shelley Winter, who'll be filling in for Clark Howard and Eric Erickson on WSP.
That's right. Just announced it today, yeah.
Meanwhile, Kimmer will be filling in for the greeter at the Walmart on Windward Parkway. Here's hoping they'll let him announce today's specials in lawn and garden so he can be behind the microphone again.
Attention, choppers.
Probably the closest he'll ever come, right?
Apparently.
Hey, I'm already ready for the big Shannon Bird going away party.
Oh, the big one tomorrow night?
Yeah, if you attend, here's a way to avoid being harassed.
Yeah.
At the door, tell them your net worth is under $500,000. You won't get any food, but at least you'll be left the hell alone, you know, so. Speaking of financial advisors.
Yes, sir.
I understand Stormy Daniels is furious with her broker.
Furious with her broker?
You really want to know why?
I'd like to know why now, yeah.
Apparently all the mutual funds he put her in are no load.
What's the fun of that?
Obviously the guy had never seen any of her movies. So. I'm really sorry, Kimmer. I should never say no load to a guy with prostate cancer.
That's a one less problem to deal with.
You're kind of like a Mount Everest mountain climber. You never reach the peak either.
Never really get to the top.
You won't get this anywhere else.
No, you just don't get this. Doink. Well, when he was done, and there you go. Oh God, 305. Ay. All right, to the phones. 405. Man, lines are jammed. They've been jammed. I guess they're going to be jammed. We'll just whatever you want to. It's just for having fun. 404-741-1067. And we have topics and issues, but again, let's just take all these calls. All right, hold on. Who's the longest here, Pete? How about down on... Now. Here's David on 5, I think, and we'll start with the longest time. Hello, David. Thanks for your patience. You're on the radio. Howdy.
No problem, man. I'm just so bummed. You're the only radio station I listen to outside of XM Radio, and I'm just crushed y'all leave it. I just can't believe it.
Well, it's honestly, we are still sort of shocked, and I'll be honestly, when I came in the building today, as you know, I work a lot of times at home, and everything was fine, and I'm preparing for the show just like always, and all everything else. And then I got out of the elevator and walked onto the 5th floor today, and I started getting emotional. I did. I mean, I wasn't like weeping or anything, but all of a sudden I felt, oh my God, one more day, and I'm not coming in these halls anymore. It's over. And it just, it's really starting to hit, and I find it hard to believe that there's no place that would like to keep going with radio the way we do it here, but that's the way it goes, we'll see.
Well, I hope somebody will get smart and do a package deal and take every show off this station.
Well, we can do a lot better than a lot of them are doing now. You know how many stations in this town are getting 0 in the ratings? 0.1 in the ratings, which is nothing. They can't make any money, and there's 20 of them. I mean, it's amazing. And they're going to keep getting zeros. But
well, I mean, just listening to your laugh is entertainment. You had the best freaking laugh on planet. When I hear you laugh at gossip and newsmakers, I die. Thanks for the great days. I hope many good ones are ahead for you.
Thanks, man. David, I appreciate it. Thank you. The 307. Well, we're just having fun. Kevin on 6, Pete, right down the line. Hello, Kevin. Thanks for holding. You're on the radio.
Hey, Kimmer, Pete, and Jim, we just want to thank you guys for all the laughter over the years. It's been super sweet. And I had one idea for your podcast. If you're able to get anything off the ground, you name that thing Iron Our Shirt.
Yeah, that'll get a little attention. All right, Kevin, thanks, man. And
appreciate it, man.
Thanks for the kind words. We have double Davids on 7. There's another David, Pete. Hello, David. David, you're on the radio.
Kimmer.
Yes, sir.
Great to hear from you. We've been listening for 23 years.
Wow, cool.
I had given up when you had gone off the air, and I thought you were gone for good. And one day I did a search and found that you guys had been back for 6 months.
Yeah.
I missed it all. The funniest thing was, the day I got on there and listened, it was Bo Bergdahl, the coward of the country.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and some liberal idiot called in and said, you shouldn't make fun of a man in the military. Have you been in the military? Huh? Have you? And I heard somebody in the background say, oh, no. And you were like a human volcano about to explode. And it was you shut him down. You said I was a sergeant in the Marine Corps in the Vietnam in the combat zone. I had never heard a guy got shut down so good. Well, it was just so good to hear from you. But
thanks, man.
I am so sad you're leaving. And if you do a podcast, I'll be the first to join.
I appreciate it. I promise you we're getting as organized as we can get. I'll get calls. I promise. Packages of food. My God, Susan, like every day, Susan brought in these boxes of incredible goodies and treats and sandwiches and special I don't even know what you call them, elephant ears or what are they? I don't know. God almighty. So sweet. And a sweet note about the staff, the whole team of us here who have been entertaining her for a long time. Anyway, I'll maybe read some more of it later, but thank you, Susan. That was so sweet. You are a treasured listener, I promise you. 309, hold on, all your calls coming up. First, Avalon Express Loop traffic. It's Matt Dorr.
Well, golly, this is Gomer Pyle. And this portion of our show is brought to you by my cousin Goober.
Oh, Goober.
Come on, Goober. Do your impression of Robert De Niro for the Kimmer.
Nah. You insulted him a little bit. You were out of order yourself. What did I tell you? Don't buy anything big. I had a private doctor do an autopsy on Ginger. He said they gave her a hot dose.
Close your eyes. And now here's your host, the Kimmer.
Standing in the room. 313. Hey, by the way, we need to make sure people understand if you're not particularly tech savvy and you're not on social media, we need to explain how people can at least get on the Kimmer Show Facebook page so they can keep in touch with when we end up getting on the air again. Can we do that somehow?
I took that down an hour ago.
Oh, good. Thanks so much. No, and again, if you're not on Facebook, the only thing I can think of, we don't know where we're going. If we're going anywhere, if nothing else, we're going to do a podcast. But in order to be able to keep in touch with you, if you're not on Facebook, ask somebody how to do it. I mean, get on Facebook so you can go to the Kimmer Show Facebook page, and we'll have announcements like every day, maybe. I mean, I'll be contacting you to see what's going on.
Go on his. I'll post things on his. You can go on my Facebook page or my Twitter account at Pete Davis 1, the number 1.
So we need to write all these down and put them and post them on your Facebook page, my Facebook page.
Well, if they're on my Facebook page, they already know.
Well, okay, but I mean the Twitter address. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
The Twitter password.
Do we still can't go on Twitter?
We're going to get another Twitter page up.
See what I mean?
Start another Twitter account today.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Well, I could.
All right, anyway.
Good meeting.
Why don't I sign someone to do that?
But the staff? Damn it. Anyway, no, the point is, if you don't know about get on Facebook, ask somebody, your neighbor, somebody, your kid, somebody must know how to get on how you can get on Facebook, and then keep checking in and go to Kimmer Show Facebook page, or what's your Facebook page called? Pete Davis? What do you have?
It's under Pete Davis. Yeah.
Pete Davis, okay.
You can figure out it's me. Yeah, and or just give me your personal number, then call you.
All right, it's 404. Oh, wait a minute. You got that PIN number over there? This is Paul Simon, 1982. Paul Simon married singer Edie Brickell, who's singing here. And Flounder tells me they're still married.
Yes, they are.
From 1992. Good for them. Outstanding. At 3:15, here's the number, 404-741-1067. 404-741-1067. I'll get right to the phones.
People are blowing up Facebook now, friend requests, because...
Well, good, but that's good. Yeah. I mean, but that's the only way we can keep in touch is by Facebook, because we're not going to be on the radio, apparently. So, anyway... so if you don't know how to do it, and don't feel bad about it, I don't know squat. I'm not still on Wi-Fi at my own house on my phone because I don't know how to fix it up.
Anything that goes up on the Facebook page is not done by Kimmer.
Right, I guarantee you. I've never, I can't get in Facebook. I go to the Kimmer Show Facebook page, says enter your password. I don't have a password.
Yeah, I locked you.
I don't have a password. I don't know. I don't have a password. I can't, so.
After that incident 6 years ago.
Well, they still follow me around, 3:15. I hold everything. Down at the bottom, here's Bob, wants to pick a bone of some kind. Hello, Bob. Welcome aboard.
Hey, buddy. How you doing today?
We're doing great, man. What's up?
Hey, look, the lady who called in earlier wanting that health and stuff, I didn't know you had gone from radio to health service.
Hey, well, I'll do whatever.
And my car insurance went up, and I was wondering if there's anything
now, be nice. Bob, the woman was very concerned about her neighbor.
Hey, man, it's been a joy listening to you guys for so long. Be safe, and we'll keep up with you. Have fun.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. That's very nice. 316. I don't know what to do in cases like that. What are we supposed to do? I mean, it's a heartbreaker. Hold on. Here's Kyle up on top, Pete. Kyle, welcome. Thanks for holding. You're on the radio.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Kim.
Yes, sir.
It's been crazy. I'm graduating high school now, but I've been listening to you for the past 5-6 years.
Wow.
Since I was in middle school. Yeah, no, my dad, I remember we were driving home from middle school one day, and he turned you on, and I was just hooked instantly because you're one of the funniest newscasters, news hosts I've listened to. I mean, you're the one who's got me inspired to start Turning Point USA and a bunch of other political clubs in my school, and really
cool.
Involved in politics outside of just myself. So I mean, I just want to thank you for your service not only to the country but to this area and what you've done through your outreach on this radio station, sir.
Well, Kyle, thank you, man. I promise you, I'm very flattered and humbled, and thank you. I'm very grateful. That's very, very, very kind of you. And
well, have a great day, and good luck with your future, sir.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you so much. What a nice thing. We're just, it's great to be alive. No negatives here. Hold on. Wait. Let's see. Danny on 4. Pete's I'm trying to get people hanging the longest first. Hey, Danny, thanks for your patience, my friend. You're on the radio.
Hello, my brother Kimmer. How are you?
Good, man. What's happening?
It's kind of odd that beginning of the show, actually, I heard the call from Jim Gossard about 680, the frequency.
Yeah.
It just happened to be the first frequency I worked for when I came to Atlanta.
Oh, no kidding.
And then I ended up with a guy named Ludlow Porch for about 25 years.
Ludlow, absolutely. Is this Maynard, what's his name? I forgot the name.
No, it's Denny. D-E-N-N-Y.
Yeah, there you go. I got that confused there.
I apologize. I have a speech impediment now. I kind of developed run-in with the medical thing a few years ago. But
sorry to hear that.
I just wanted to finally call in because it feels really weird to be on this end of the phone call, you know?
Yeah, it's over now. Yeah.
I couldn't believe I had to be nervous calling.
Who's nervous? There's no nerves, Danny.
I know. That's how the microphone is no problem.
No problem, my man. Hey, Semper Fi, and what's that?
You guys just hang in there. I'll be watching to where the podcast ends up. I'll stay in touch.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it very much. 319-404-741-1067. Up on top, Harold on 3 there. Pete, first of all, Harold, thank you for holding so long. You're on the radio. Welcome.
Holy cow, Danny was like drunk as a skunk.
No. Let's not be critical of the Kimmer callers here today, my
I'm
friend.
not being critical. I was just making an observation.
You could be right.
Before you guys go, I've got to hear the Bobby Jones synopsis of the 2018 Masters, not the 2019. Okay.
If we can find it. Flounder, would you write down a 2018 Bobby Jones Masters call?
Bobby Jones synopsis of the 2018 Masters. I fell out of my chair.
All right, we'll look for it.
When I heard that.
And by the way, we had a request yesterday for the Kimmer's Redneck Christmas bit, and we'll be playing that sometime after 4 o'clock today.
Well, that's great, too. That's great, too.
All right, man. Harold, thanks.
All right. God bless you guys.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. 320. Hold on there, Jimmy and Lucky and Pearson, Jam and Dan and Scott and more. And Joe's right here. You and I ought to get together down there at Augusta National sometimes later. Oh, sorry. Now, you bastards, have an express loop traffic check in Mator.
This is Walter Brennan.
This is Dean Martin. And this portion of our show is brought to you by producer Kara.
Oh.
Kara went to the doctor the other day. When the nurse drew blood, Kara asked, would you like to run a tab? And now here's your host, the Kimmer.
All right, look out. 322. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer. I'm getting all your calls on here as quickly as I can. Bob, our newsmaker line is going up. But again, if you just joined us, I'm now told we have another newsmaker line added on a Sunday, early Sunday show on July 14th, Sunday at 6 p.m. July 14th in Houseville and Roswell. Go to newsmakerline.com if you want to get tickets for that one. It's a rare Sunday, late afternoon, early evening show, 6 p.m. 1990, the band Midnight Oil gave a free concert on flatbed trucks outside of an Exxon building in response to the oil spill of the Exxon Valdez in Alaska in 1990. A couple of quick birthdays. Actress Ruta Lee from What's My Line and High Rollers. Ruta Lee is 84. If you were old enough to remember her, she's a little firecracker of a kind of a comedian and serious. In fact, wasn't she in the Paul Newman? No, was that his wife in the one of the Paul Newman movies where he played the hustler? That may not be right. Stephen Tobolowsky from Groundhog Day and Sneakers is 68. Stephen Tobolowsky is a guy who played the annoying insurance agent on Groundhog Day.
Matt Ryerson? I don't know what you're doing today.
Watch out for that step. It's a doozy.
God. I'm already annoyed. 324. 404-741-1067. Lines are jammed. A quick note here. I got a very nice note here from Mark Hall. It said, Kimmer, Eagles Landing still here in course in great shape. Bring a foursome on me. Mark Hall, PGA Pro, Eagles Landing. Give me a call anytime. Thanks for making me laugh for many years. You'll all be missed. I mentioned Eagles Landing yesterday because of Mary Beth Cobia, who invited me down there to play with two other ladies. It was they were doing the LPGA tournaments were down there in Stockbridge. Eagles Landing. It was beautiful. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, and more notes and things. We'll get here's to the phones. All right, hold on. Let's see. On 5, Pete, is Larky, it says here, I think. Hello, Larky. How's it going?
It's going good, Kimmer. Long time no talk.
Well, what's up, man?
Well, I wanted to say goodbye, and I really wanted to say something that I've been wanting to say for a very long time, and I haven't really figured out how to say it. And
just start at the beginning and take your time and don't worry about anything.
All right, well, that's kind of the conclusion I came to, actually. Many years ago, about I would say 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't listen to this radio station, and like the day after my birthday, my sister went into a coma and almost died.
Wow, sorry.
And I was very depressed, and I didn't have a lot going on. I could have cared less if I showed up for my job or not. You know, nothing was going well. The music and the radio I was listening to just wasn't good, and I was just in a horrible kind of mood. And I turned over radio stations one day, and I heard this crazy Marine screaming at Maxine Waters about the Green Berets in Africa. And I thought, wait a minute, who's this guy who's screaming like I feel? And then I hear this crazy impressionist call. It sounded like President Obama, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And then I heard some hangman fellow, and I'm like, what's a hangman? And then I heard Pete Davis with his encyclopedic knowledge of all things sports, and I was blown away.
He's the best.
And then I heard Flounder, and I thought, oh, okay, Flounder.
Thank you, Clark.
Kind of a letdown, but hey, you had us going for a minute there.
But I couldn't. Now, Flounder, you've grown on me over the years.
We love Flounder.
Yeah, he's awesome. But if it wasn't for you guys in that station, you really helped pull me out of the dumps and give me something to really listen to these last couple of years and have something that I can stand by politically when a lot of my friends are, you know, they're my best friends in the world, but they're really left as hell, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
So and because of you guys, I got some ammunition to put them in their place.
Well, listen, we're glad we could be around for you, Larky. You're the one who pulled yourself through. We're just here to hang around and see what's going on. And nice thing to say, though. I appreciate it.
You guys have made me laugh, though, but in some really awkward places. Like, I was in Publix a few months ago, and you did Twas the Night Before Christmas with John Boy, and I'm in the middle of Publix trying to shop for stuff when I got a chest cold, and I'm nearly dying. So I want to hear that, and I want to hear the 5 Points Trolley Tour, because those two things.
We just did that yesterday. Oh, man, you missed it. Yeah, we did it yesterday.
Oh, you need to put that up on YouTube, because that's just gold.
And I'm also going to play the Redneck Christmas bit coming up here after 4 o'clock, too, and just as kind of a look blast in the past.
Well, I'll be listening, but I got 2 Larkneck the Magnificents for you.
Okay.
All right. Mad cow disease and swine flu.
Mad cow disease and swine flu.
Name 2 conditions that Stinky Abrams suffers from.
Yeah. Oh. Harsh. Very harsh. All right. And finally.
And finally, Devil Dog and Leatherneck.
Devil Dog and Leatherneck.
Name 2 things that Kimmer will always turn his head to when someone nails it in the crowd.
Gotta go. You're killing me, Larky. Thanks for the kind comments. 328. Okie dokie. Right on Pierce on 6. Pete. Pierce, welcome. Thanks for holding. You're on the radio.
Hey, man, I just got to get one more call in before you're gone.
Well, appreciate it.
Man, we've had some good times over the years. I appreciate you and Pete and Flounder and John Boy and all the guys, Hangman, Spalding, and now Miss Christian. And, you know, come Monday, it's going to be tough getting through traffic driving this big truck.
There you go. Outstanding.
Because you guys have got me through a lot of traffic jams when I would have been eating my teeth. But sit back, the newsmaker line, all that stuff just gets me on to Dawsonville, park the truck, give me a peaceful afternoon. And one other thing for Pete's Encyclopedia of Sports.
Yes.
I don't know if he knows this. There's a place called Cobb Creek Cabins up in North Carolina, north of Blairsville on 129.
All right.
The cabins are all modern log homes.
Yeah.
But the house you go into to check in is a farmhouse that's been there since the late 1800s. And that was the farm Ty Cobb's paternal grandparents owned. And he literally went there in the summer to work. And he played for a minor league team as a teenager in Andrews, North Carolina.
I'll be darned. Great history lesson. Thanks, man. And be careful out there, Pierce. Hang in there. What a nice story. 329. Hold on. Here's, let's see. I guess, JM on 7. Pete. Hello, JM. Welcome aboard. How you doing?
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Yes, sir.
I just pulled the Kimmer. I went through a four-way stop, and the guy didn't stop on my right. I was fully stopped. I go to take off. He takes off, but he stops. But I go right in front of him, just stare right at his face as I go in front of him.
There you go. All right.
Reminded me of Kimmer.
Yeah.
But no, I got an idea for your podcast.
All right, sir. Okay.
Since you're like a father figure to a lot of us Atlanteans,
call me Daddy.
Georgians. No.
I know.
It could just be Baby Daddy.
Baby Daddies.
Podcast.
All right. Well, we'll put it on. We'll put it on the list there, JM. Thanks. 3:30 Newsmaker line coming up. Franklin the mailman on 8 there, Pete. Hello, Franklin the mailman. How you doing?
Oh, I'm slipping in the vehicle.
There you go.
It's hot out here, man.
Oh, I know that's true. Yeah, be careful. Drink a lot of liquids out there.
Oh, I drink a lot. Don't worry. I just wanted to say, man, I was supposed to appreciate all you guys. I'm not. I probably won't be able to call tomorrow. I want to, but this is probably gonna be my last call because it sucks that you guys are going. I know you're gonna get on your feet somewhere. I'm gonna be following all of y'all, but this lineup is so perfect that it's gonna suck that y'all are gone. I also want to take a little shout out. Robbie the mailman, you met him a few weeks ago.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember.
Me, him, and then a lady that I sell for, her name is Tammy. Her and her husband, they listen to you guys. I know they're going to miss you. We're all going to be following you, but this lineup has probably been the most perfect lineup I've heard of conservative radio, and it's depressing that it's going.
Well, thanks, Franklin. We really appreciate it. Thanks for your kind support and nice words, and we will persevere one way or another. 3:31. Here's Dan up on 1. Pete up on the old. We got a Newsmaker line coming up. Hello, Dan. You're on the radio. How you doing?
Yeah. Hey, Kimmer. How are you?
Very well, sir. What's up?
Hey, listen. You brought us a lot of joy for many, many years. Your whole group over there has, and I want to thank you for it. But I also want. Oh, by the way, I was born in Pittsfield, Mass. as well.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. One of the things I want to tell you, though, you taught us something. What you taught me is when I see a veteran, go up and thank him for his service. I've been doing that. It's given me a great deal of pleasure to look in their face and see their eyes light up to show that they've been acknowledged for their service. And many of them will thank you back so profusely. It's just a gift you've given to us all. So please, thank you very much for that.
Dan, thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. That does my heart good. When I see, if I'm at an airport or something and there's a Marine, anybody in uniform, I always go up and give them a little Semper Fi and stuff. I think they appreciate it, and I know I do. I feel better for it. 3:32. All right, hold on. Oh, hold on a minute, you guys. We got the Newsmaker line ringing in here in a second. Hold everything. You'll see us on the old Newsmaker line. To see us the Newsmaker line, Pete. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kimmer. This is Jerry Seinfeld calling.
Hey, Jerry. How's it going, man?
Well, a report says Apple spies on iPhone users.
Spies on iPhone users, yeah.
If they're spying on me, why the hell didn't Apple warn me my iPhone was being pocketed by a Hartsfield baggage handler? Jerry, he's taking your phone.
A little notice, something. It's taking
Jeff
your
Bezos'
phone.
ex-wife has pledged to give half of her wealth to charity.
To charity, to help you.
Easy for her to do. It's not like she earned it or anything. It's like you find a wife. How nice of her to be so generous with your money. Hey, I'm not paying the rent on this office I never go to. Yeah.
It's a beautiful office, too.
IHOP is teasing another name for their restaurant once again after they snowed us last year.
Yeah, snowed us last year.
They're thinking of changing the name from the International House of Pancakes to Stacy Go Home.
We're closed.
The batter's out. Get the hell out of here.
The batter's out.
Well, I'm already getting ready for the Mick Shannonberg going away party Friday in Alpharetta.
Big party tomorrow night.
Yeah, I got a fake email address, a burner phone number, and mailbox drop number to give them at the door so I won't get hassled with a sales call on Monday morning. You got to think ahead when you think financial guys, you know?
The dropped phone and
drop mailbox and a burner phone.
Burner phone.
I don't know.
I don't know. God knows I don't know.
We never dealt drugs in East Point. You bought him there many times. A Trump administration official said that flying on Air Force One with the president is like, quote, being held captive.
Being held captive.
Sort of like the Rock 100 staff feels when the boss makes an unannounced visit to the morning show. Gee, look who walked in. What a surprise. I hope you can sit down and stay a while. Here, put on these headphones. Well, look at the clock on the wall. I'm sure you've got a lot of things to do. I got nothing to do. I could sit with you guys all morning.
Oh, please do. Get him some Eggs Benedict. Chop, chop.
Wait, that's my mimosa. One more thing that's been bothering me.
Yes, Jerry.
What's the deal with blind people? Why don't they see?
Give a little consideration for the rest of us.
To be on the show, you know?
Thanks, Jerry.
Do you have any idea how much this Braille costs?
All these extra signs. Oh, my God. 3:36. And it's only me. It's only the Kimmer on the We're Out of Here 106.7. Look out.
Well, name right there, folks. This is Jay Leno, and this portion of our show is brought to you by millennials.
Yeah, millennials.
They're committing suicide now in record numbers. Talk about a problem taking care of itself, huh? Now here's your temporary host, the Kimmer.
All right, hold everything. What's the matter, kid? Oh, you got an orange? Oh, my. Hold everything. Hold on. Be right with you, sweetie. All right, it's 3:41. Lines are jammed. And we're going to help mostly innocent Miss Christian here in a second. Kitten's got a problem. 3:41. 1987, Beastie Boy Adam Horowitz got arrested in Liverpool, England for throwing a beer can at a fan during a concert. He was acquitted, by the way. Keir Dullea from 2001 A Space Odyssey is 83 years old. That was on recently. I DVR'd it. I haven't seen it yet, but I've got it there. Anyway, what's the matter? We have a problem with Miss Christian. Okay, now this is true. This is, all right, let me use a little paper towel, wipe my hands off, make sure nice, clean hands for you, sweetie. The problem is that little innocent Miss Christian does not... Is this a tangerine? That's tiny. Or is this a tangelo? What do they call it? What's a half and half? Huh?
Cutie?
Isn't
what do they call it? I mean, that's the brand.
Anyway. All right, but little Miss Christian does not... No, okay, why don't you do it? You just don't like the feeling of it or what?
I don't like the way it feels under my fingernails.
Okay. But I, luckily, will be very happy to do this for you. So I'm going to peel.
I'm usually her... go-to guy,
but Pete has excuses.
I'm a little under the weather today.
Pete's
so I don't
not
want to
feeling
touch
too
her
good.
food.
We don't want to be messing around here, so I'm going to be very happy to peel the... I can almost get it in one piece, sweetie. Wow. Look at this.
Where have your hands been?
No, I just washed them off.
Great radio.
Do you know
this is tremendous radio. Here, look at this. One piece, baby. One piece.
One piece,
One piece.
He only
One
does
piece.
everything
One
one
piece.
time.
And...
It's over real quick.
Boom. There you are.
Thank you.
How's that? Oh, Miss Kitten. Have a good orange day, sweetie. There you are. Whatever we can do to help.
Aren't you glad we're here?
We're kind of a full-service radio program. Now, are you going to be here tomorrow? Are you going to sing for us tomorrow?
We're not.
Excellent. We'll look forward to anything special, or you don't know yet, or whatever.
Let's see you eat some of it.
And by the way, I like that little Maid Marian freaking hair thing you got going there.
You like this hair?
Was it like a ribbon? Now, did you do that yourself, or does some guy do that?
I did it. I'm very talented.
You can, because I don't know, that's like a braiding around the top there. Anyway. Okay, thank you, sweetie. 3:43. All right, back to the phones. Leave the girl alone.
Before eating. You want me to send it to you later?
I do it later. 3:43. Hold on. Here's on 4, Pete. Here's Jimmy on 4. Been hanging for a very long time. Jimmy, thanks for your patience. You're on the radio.
No problem, Kimmer. I just wanted to jot your memory. About 20 years ago, I just transitioned from active duty to Reserve Marine Corps, and was an assistant pro at what was called the Champions Club of Atlanta that turned into the Trophy Club.
Oh, absolutely.
And you and Danny Lefty McNulty used to come up there and play all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
Got a chance to run out with y'all one time, and I'd listen to y'all and called your show all the time back then, and loved you back then, love you now. I just found you guys about a year and a half ago, and it sucks y'all are disappearing on us, man.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
We were here for 6 years.
I know.
But nobody told any. They didn't want anybody to know. They were afraid people might start listening. But I remember that round. I remember that round with you because we didn't pick up with a lot of guys very often, and so I do remember that.
Yep, that was a long time ago, but I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys land somewhere, man.
Thanks,
I really enjoyed listening to it.
Thank you. Semper Fi, my friend. I appreciate it. 344. And let's see, hold on. Right above him, Keith on 3. Pete's been a long time, and Chris is coming up. Keith, how's it going, man?
I've been hearing from you, and it's gonna miss you, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I've been listening to you since the old TFC days and old Keith Callan.
Oh, God, Keith Callan, the ubiquitous ladder in the roadway, and perspicacity, and the whole deal. Yeah, that goes back 25 or 30 years or something.
Yeah, I have all your CDs, Timber, and believe it or not, I have an old autograph picture of you back when you were in the afternoons at that other
at WGSD. I'll be darned. Well, cool. Well, thanks, Keith. I appreciate it.
My grandfather used to work in Buckhead. He was Jim Salee. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Of who? I'm sorry, the name again?
Jim Salee's record store in Buckhead. That was my grandfather.
Okay, I didn't quite get it. Did you say Gin Salee?
Jim Salee.
Huh, I don't remember.
He was in Buckhead for many, many years, from 1942 to 87.
Wow, I'll be darned. Well, I'll probably do it, just haven't remembered.
Where GSD used to be over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But, hey, yeah, but I'm going to miss you guys, and you hang in there, my friend.
Thanks, Keith. I appreciate it. You're very kind. 345. Let's see. Chris on 7. Pete's been hanging for a while. Chris, welcome aboard. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm going to miss you guys. I'm another old schooler that just recently found you in the last year and a half or so.
Oh, but darn.
2 quick things.
Yes.
Everybody's calling and telling you what your show meant. About 25 years ago, you helped me place a dog that I needed to find a home for. And the family that dog went to, the mother found herself in a bad situation on a jogging trail in the woods. And let's just say that dog came through.
Oh,
he needed to.
God, I have a vague memory of.
That?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God,
I called you. I had a girlfriend that I was going to marry.
Yeah,
didn't like dogs.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Her.
You married her?
No, but listen, God had a plan for that dog, and He used your show to get that dog where he needed to be, when he needed to be there. And that woman's safe and sound today because of it.
Well, I don't know if you can give me any credit, but, you know.
Well, I do, but anyway, God's got a bigger plan than us.
Yes, He does.
I'm also the one who drew the short straw on Sleepless Liz.
Man, some old memories there, Chris. You're going back, man.
I know, buddy.
I love it.
Brother. You take care.
Thanks. You have a great day. 347. Let's see. Scott on 6 here, Pete, and we got double Scott. Oh my God, we got triple Scotts coming up. But first, here's Scott number 1. Hello, Scott number 1.
Hey, how you doing, Kimber?
Good, man. What's up, sir?
My daddy served in the Navy for 20 years. He was in Korea and Vietnam. I just want to say thank you for your service.
Excellent.
I respect all the veterans out there.
Super fine. Tell him welcome home. Thank you.
He passed away in 2010. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a local artist in town. Maybe I could do some drawings for you one day. You never know.
Well, we'll keep you. If we wind up somewhere, we'll have that conversation in the future. How about that?
Yeah, y'all good luck and take care.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Scott. Right above him, Scott on 5, Pete. Hello, Scott on 5. How you doing?
Hey, Kimmer, how you doing?
We're doing great, man. What's up?
Hey, I just want you to know you're going to be missed, brother.
Well, it's really sinking in. Tomorrow's going to be a funny day. Tomorrow's going to be a very bizarre day. No question about it.
I'm coming to the party tomorrow evening.
Oh, a Friday night show? Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I've been listening to you for about 3 years now. I carpool back and forth from Atlanta to Alabama every day.
Oh, wow.
You really make my ride very smooth.
Well, thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you, man. And be careful out there.
Yes, sir.
Have a
Thank
good.
you.
Thanks a lot. 348. And right about Triple Scott's on 4 there, Pete. Hello, Triple Scott. How's it going?
Hey, Kimmer, how you doing, man?
We're doing fine, sir. What's up?
I got to tell you, I'm a long-time listener, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I got to believe that this purchase makes no sense. There's 2 Christian radio stations in Atlanta already.
Yeah.
And you're the only conservative talk radio. I think this is a hit. I really do. Somebody's funding getting your voices off the air.
Yeah, and then, Lucy McBath, the Gestapo congressional cheat who's really from Tennessee up in District 6, got me banned and kicked off the air and fined, silenced, because she didn't like what I was saying about her. So, that's just, I started figuring out the deep state is real, and we're experiencing it. I mean, we're in it. Look what they're doing to Trump.
It's just one of the few places that our voices can be heard. And now, after you guys go, all of these opinions that normally get out of the airwaves, no more.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's a bummer. We're real bummed by it. But of course, our major concern is, trying to make a living. So anyway, Scott, thanks, man. Something will happen. We'll get something somewhere. All right, hold on a second here.
Oh, by the way,
yes.
We had a gentleman, Nick, said Danny, who called us earlier, was Ludlow Porch's longtime producer. And he had tongue cancer back in 2004, so that's why he had a little speech impediment there. But he loves the show, and he turned Nick onto it, and he loved all the Ludlow bits that we've done.
We love Ludlow, and we used to go to the Blue Ribbon Grill on Marine Corps birthday. Who is his character? I'm thinking of Maynard G. But who is the guy who lived? Came by to say hi. What the hell is that guy?
Milton Crabtree.
Yeah, Milton Crabapple. Milton Crabapple.
Yeah, he's still around, I think, on Facebook.
Yeah, cool. 350. Hold on, I promise to get all your calls. We're just kind of reminiscing and having fun. And we got newspaper lines coming up, and
yesterday,
and some sad songs.
And then a shot ring out.
Yeah. Havel Express Loop traffic check. Here's Matt Dorr.
This is Walter Brennan, and this portion of our show is brought to you by Ludlow Porch, who reminds you to call your mama this weekend and ask if you can move in a spare bedroom because you got fired by Cumulus. And now, here's your host, Kimmer.
354. Look out. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer on the Take It in the Neck 106.7. One more day.
Love me do.
Yeah, this was the day 1964.
I love you.
The Beatles went to number 1 on the U.S. singles chart with Love Me Do.
So please.
It was their 4th number 1 in 5 months.
Love me do.
1964. The version released in America had Andy White playing drums. Ringo played the tambourine.
Love me do.
The British single by way of Love Me Do was a take on which Ringo Starr played the drums. 1964. All right, to the phones, 355.
Hey, I'm watching this orange peeling thing without the sound.
Oh.
And it looks like something out of a Max Sennett silent film going on.
I can only imagine. Well, it's really funny because, mostly innocent Miss Christian just won't peel her own oranges. I mean, it's really, so one of us has to come in for the office to help her peel her orange. Which is, by the way, a pleasure. Just to stand around there, No, really. 355, thank you. All right, hold on. Up on top here, Steve. On we got double Steves coming up. This is Steve 1. Hello, Steve 1. You're on the radio. Up to Daisy. Hello.
Steve.
You with us? Going once? Hello, Steve-O. Nope, he's gone. Down at the bottom, here's Denver Dan, Pete on 8. Hello, Denver Dan. How's it going?
Hey, Kimmer, I got some good news and some bad news. Which one you want first?
The good news first.
Okay, the good news is I wrote a song for Kara, and I got the name of it for you.
Okay.
I used to kiss her on the lips, but it's all over now.
Yeah. All righty.
And the bad news is talk radio in Atlanta is dead as of tomorrow.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to be listening to.
Now talk radio's dead, and I feel bad about that, but I will find you.
Well, thanks, Denver Dan. Appreciate it. Well, some said, I'm honestly. In fact, you know what? Today, I actually wrote this down on my notebook in my car. I have notebooks everywhere in my house and car and everything, and even my Harley saddlebags. Today, for the first time in 6 years since I came back to work, on the way to go see Jack in the morning, I got all 3 green lights in a row. The only 3 lights that I get on the way to go see Jack, And they're almost like almost one after another, and I got all 3 green for the first time ever. Honestly, that's a sign. This never happened in 6 years. Every day I go 7 days a week for 6 years to the same route, and I got the 3 green lights.
That's what you're hanging our entire future on.
Hey, it's a sign. It's an omen. It could happen.
We're doomed.
It doesn't happen. 3 green lights.
I got 3 green lights, and they're not synced. They've never been. I mean, I'm telling you, if I go through the first, the first light is let's see, it's about the first light to the second light is about 1.5 miles. It's not like down the street. It's a good mile and a turn.
So when you went through all 3, were they all green? There was never a time where you had to speed. Were you ever speeding?
No, just right. And there was not much traffic, and maybe that was it. But I honestly got through all 3, and they're like 1.5 miles apart. And so it's not like they're synced one in a downtown street or something. It's in different routes and after turns and everything. I'm telling you, it's a thing. 3 greens, baby. Hey, it could happen. All right, hold on. Here's Double Steve on 3 there, Pete. One of our Double Steve.
Wait a minute.
Steve is not right now, but soon Steve is on the air. Hello, Steve. You're on the radio. What's going on?
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I have a little Leslie Dove advice for Pete.
All right, sir.
He could get a job as a sports trainer and apply the Leslie Dove method of healing.
All right, sir. Well, all right then. Yeah, it was real good right up till the end there.
What is it, son? I don't know, sir. But it looks like a giant dick.
Actually, that's a funny one to play, too.
Oh, you want to do that? Huh? No. 3:59. Oh,
look
God.
At the Bears. Look at the Bears. Look at the Bears.
All right, Fred on 5, Pete, and Tracy's coming. Hello, Fred. You're on the radio.
Hey, how are you, Kimmer?
Good, man. What's happening?
Not much. We're all voices. We don't call the radio much.
Well, we almost lost you there. You still with us, sir?
Following C, my friend.
Yeah. Oh. Fred, we're losing. I'm sorry. Your line just dumped out. Are you still? Nope, so Daisy. Sorry. Call back if you want. We just had a bad connection. Tracy on 4. Pete's been hanging for a while on 4. Tracy, hi. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Kimmer. Good to hear your voice.
Well, thank you.
Well, about 20 years ago, which means both of us, my husband had called you. We were having a little bit of marital problems, as people often find themselves in.
Yes, been there.
He was here, and I was down in Biloxi working the casinos. And he called you for advice on what can he do to save our marriage. And you were kind enough to speak with him off the air. And at that time, at that particular radio station, you were promoting an unnamed jeweler at that time.
Uh-huh.
And you called them for him. He went, they set him up beautifully with something beautiful for me. The whole wine, roses, and diamonds gig really worked. And I just been wanting to tell you about that. And I said, well, hey, why not wait till the last day?
Well,
and of course, that was 20 years ago, and we're still married.
Wow.
And,
well, good for you. I'm happy
I'm
for you.
not sure where to say thank you or thanks a lot. But,
yeah, you married him.
I know. Well, he is a keeper.
Yeah.
He is a keeper, retired Air Force Chief Master Sergeant.
Oh, excellent.
So.
Excellent. We'll Semper Fi and aim high for your hubby. Well, what a nice story,
Yeah.
Tracy. Thank you. Yeah, it's very sweet.
Uh-huh.
And 20 more and another 20 after that, too.
Yeah, and a parting shot is that he does aim high for me. So, talk to you later.
Thanks, Tracy. Take care. 401. All righty. Hold on. Here's the news record line, Pete. Let's see who's on the old news record line. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kimmer. This is Pope Francis calling.
Your holy magnificence. It's an honor, sir. How are you, sir?
Well, I just wanted to catch you before you go on vacation.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'm worried about your dilemma, but like the guys at Captain D's when Stacey Abrams walks in, Kimmer.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
I've got bigger fish to fry.
Better get
Quick,
to it.
someone grab the 80-pound bag of hush puppies. No, the reason I don't want to sound uncaring, but we've got problems here. Top state of California.
Yeah, California.
He's considering a law forcing priests to violate their oath and report confessions when the content involves possible child abuse.
Reporting child abuse confessions, yeah.
Now, I'm no lawyer, Mr. Kimmer, but wouldn't that violate the priest's Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination? The sanctity of a priestly confession is a 2,000-year-old doctrine that cannot be broken, Mr. Kimmer.
Right, that's true, they say.
Without somebody, ponying up a six-figure indulgence. And then, you show us the money, and all of a sudden the Catholic Church becomes the Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right. Have you noticed that about it?
Even on Fridays.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Kimmer, I'm anxious to see what the first day of K-Love is going to be like.
Oh, the first day of K-Love, the new owners.
Is it true George Soros will be in the studio for the first 12 hours to keep an eye on his investment? By the way, when you call into the Goose Step Gospel Hour is going to be my favorite. By the way, when you call into K-Love, be sure to have your bank routing number so they can systematically suck money out of your account to fund their fake Christian vulture capitalism.
Vulture capitalism.
They say they're going to help people, but they just want to buy radio stations and put conservative talk out of business.
Yeah, pretty much.
When it comes to outfits like EMF Broadcasting, the Catholic Church frowns on shysters who steal in the name of the Lord.
Right, steal in the name of the Lord. Yeah.
Oh, the last thing we need is competition. By the way, if you have some spare time on Monday, be sure to call K-Love every chance you get and ask them what time they're going to do Flush the Line.
Hey, where's the newsmaker line?
Get off the hotline tomorrow, be sure, and have your listeners call in every chance they get and ask them when they're going to do the next Rainy Day Cathedral Playhouse. Ask K-Love's host when the lovely Christian is going to sing a song live in the studio. Oh, I forgot. She can't appear on K-Love because she's a real Christian. She's an actual
that's true.
Christian. That's right.
Oh,
thanks for the interjections in there. That really helped move things along. Yeah, come to one of my shows and interject something like that. Lots of incentives for the financial services salespeople posing as guests at the Shannonburg going away party.
Posing as guests.
Why is that guy in an Hawaiian shirt and a striped tie?
The sandals are a dead giveaway.
No. Yes. No, a lot of incentives for these financial salespeople posing as guests. All right, let me see if I got this right. First prize is a Cadillac Eldorado. Second prize is a set of steak knives. And third prize is you're fired. And you put that coffee down. Coffee is for closers.
And no sprinkles for you either.
Sounds like that'd be a fun time to me, don't you?
I wasn't going to go, but now I'm going to be there for sure.
Whoever heard of Brooks Brothers cargo shorts?
I'll see you around all 406. Oh, God. Sorry. Woo, I hold everything. Jeez, we got line 6 says Nick here about Pete on the old get out of here 1067. Hello, Nick. You're on the radio. What's up?
Kimmer!
What's happening, man?
I've been listening to you since I was in high school, and I graduated in 2002. And you, Alex, you remember the teacher over at Lasser High School, the ROTC teacher, and when he passed away, you came and you did a lot for us. We were going through a hard time.
Yeah.
I never got to really thank you until now. when you guys helped us out when we lost our instructor over there.
Well, I appreciate it. I remember that. Yeah.
And, I never went in the service, but I respect. I've had family across the board that went, and I respect. I always do something the most I can do for any veteran.
Well, thanks,
it's a shame that they're getting rid of you, because I mean, all of you guys are just amazing, and it sucks. But
yeah.
I mean, and I'm not conspiracy theory either, but I think there's something not right.
Yeah, something
really
stinks.
do.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep you posted, Nick. Keep social media again. If you're not on social media, you don't have a Facebook account. I urge you to ask somebody how to get on Facebook, so you can go to the Kimmer Show Facebook page, or Pete's on social media. He's got how do they get your podcast? iTunes. And they they put in Pete Dave. How do they search for your podcast?
They go to iTunes, they go to Buzzsprout.com. They can go on your Facebook page, my Facebook page, my Twitter account, at Pete Davis 1.
And how do they get to your podcast?
It says right there, you just
push the button?
Push button.
Push your icon or
listen on your phone, your car, whatever.
Excellent. Okay.
Patreon.com has it. Yeah.
Excellent. And again, don't be shy. If you don't know anything about getting on Facebook or whatever, ask somebody will help you. Ask anybody. Ask somebody at the store. Go into the store and ask them. The Best Buy or something.
Kroger, Trader Joe's.
Yeah. Anyway, the cashier. You're in Publix.
It's a good way to meet people.
That's right. You never know what's going to happen. 408. Hold on, let's see. Let's see here. Bob on 2, Pete.
Hello.
Hi, Bob. How's it going?
Hey, Kimmer.
Yes, sir.
I've been listening to you for years. We used to be neighbors in River Glen.
Oh, no kidding. I was just, wow, that was off of Barnwell and Holcomb Bridge Road.
Yeah.
That was a sweet neighborhood right there. That was a lot of fun.
I never called you, but I wanted to thank you for your years of humor and for your service.
Well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Are you still living up there in River Glen?
No, we moved up in Cumming.
Oh, excellent.
About 20 years ago.
I'll be darned. Well, listen, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I used to drive my riding lawnmower down to the pool and take kids for rides.
I think I house sit for you once there.
Yes, you did. In fact, I think
it was no. There was nothing untoward at that house. That was at another person's
mine.
house.
You were fine. It was different people's. I think Mike Rose also did something unholy when he was sitting.
The late great Jeremy Ferguson did come over and help me eat at your house once.
Oh my God! Well, 409. Hold everything up. We'll get all your calls. It's only the Kimmer. 409. Have an express loop traffic check. Here's Matt Dorr.
Hello there, Fonseca. This is Ludlow Port.
Ludlow.
And this portion of our show is brought to you by your mama.
Your mama.
I want you to call her this weekend and tell her to stick it where the sun don't shine. And now, here's your host, the Kimmer.
What a treasure we lost in Ludlow. 413, I mentioned the Beatles in 64 when Love Me Do became a huge hit. In 1968 to the day, 4 years later to the day, the Beatles started recording what became known as the White Album. The double LP official title was simply The Beatles. It became the first Beatles album released with the Apple label. The first track they recorded was this one, Revolution, 1968. On this day in history, 1431, Joan of Arc, condemned as a heretic, was burned at the stake in Rouen, France. God, imagine how awful that had to be. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. 414. 404-741-1067. Very quickly, our fabulous listener, Susan, Everyday Susan, brought in food for like the 5th Marine Division. My God, boxes and boxes of stuff.
Was that not? That may not have been Everyday Susan.
Is that not?
I think it was another Susan.
Well, anyway, it's a Susan says, love you all from Susan.
Right.
And my goodness, it says, note of thanks and hug for each of the Kimmer crew for the laughs, so many laughs to the common sense conversation, the newsmaker calls, the awesome nicknames that were always point on, the stories. My fave was the one about O'Hare Airport, how it got its name. Love the birthdays and trivia shares. Just flat out love the show. A special thanks, Kimmer, for your loyal and continued service to our country. Hoorah and Semper Fi. I'm so looking forward to the awesomeness that I'm sure is ahead for each of you, but please keep us posted. Hope to share more laughs with you all. Many blessings and take care. Thanks again from Susan.
Tong, I believe it was who brought that.
Oh, is that who?
Some of it. Some of the food, yeah. A lot of it.
I think there's like 3 boxes in there loaded with these goodies.
Speaking of which, did you get a thing I sent you on your phone earlier?
Oh, my God. Yeah. Tell the little, I got all your calls, but honestly, this is shocking.
I went in the men's restroom here, 5th floor, and went into one of the stalls, And for once, no one in the Burt Show was actually occupying it.
Yeah.
And
whatever it is they do in there.
And there was what looked like a condom packet there. And it was open. And I'm going,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's
is it yours?
No.
You hesitated.
No. But there's someone here who
it's not okay. Well, tell them what it is.
Those moist wipes.
It's a moist wipe for men, and
it's called manscaping.
Yeah.
Now, manscaping is
station likes to use those.
So, manscaping is when you, like a lady getting a bikini wax or a Brazil cut or whatever they call it, where
it's
you
that for your cojones.
Yeah.
It says Made in USA Manscaped, refining the gentleman crop mop. Blank wipe.
This is a cleanliness issue for
active pH control. 1 pH balanced wipe.
Oh,
and it's
dear
for
God.
your danglies.
Oh, for God's sakes. And someone left it in there.
Left it in there.
Oh, come on, people. That's got to be the Burt Show. I get
my ass.
I bet my house on it. Moist wipes for your testicles. Dear God. You freaking mamby-pambies.
I mean,
God. But how would you stand there and do it? And then, God. And then leave it there? At work. Go to your car. My God, man.
That's what cars are for.
You know, at long last, sir, have you no sense of decency?
That's what bushes are for. That's the sheriff at the
use a freaking tree like the rest of us. God, 460. But if I'm meeting a child, a young boy, or a girl for that matter, but particularly a young boy, I tell the kid, first of all, give it a good firm grip. Don't just hold your hand out there. Give it a good firm shake. Give it a good firm grip. I get a little anal about this. I love to teach young kids, young boys. Handshaking. 417. Oh, my God. Sydney on 5. Pete's been hanging the longest. Sydney, thanks for your patience. Finally, you're on the radio. How you doing?
No worries, Kimmer. I've been listening to you for a long time. This is my second time calling in. I'm glad I got in before you're off the air.
Thank you.
Just a quick story real quick. 2013, I lost my left eye. 2014, I've had epilepsy from 2004 till 2014.
Wow.
And I had brain surgery. And after I had the brain surgery, the seizures stopped, but, I was in a bad way, couldn't get right due to the medications, and I finally got off all that. And you brought me around, brother. You kept me smiling, you kept me laughing. Even when my wife divorced me, you kept me laughing. And I love you. And that's all I got to say, brother.
Sydney, thank you, man. I'm touched. I mean,
mystery may be solved.
Thank you, sir.
To this gentleman here, Kevin.
Yeah.
He thinks it's South Side.
Oh, God, why didn't I think of that? Of course, he's got the freaking ponytail. He goes in like every week for a silicone treatment or something for his mane.
And he does commercials for Manscaped.
Oh, God, dear God. Hey, Southside, take your testicle wipes and get them the hell out of here.
Son of a bitch.
I thought they had their own private bathroom down there anyway. Or is that just the Burt Show, I guess? Jeez, 418. I hold everything. Alan on 7, Pete. Alan, you're you're on the radio. How's it going? On 7. There you go. Alan, you're on the radio.
Come on, man. You got one day and a wake up, and that's what you're talking about?
What can I tell you?
Well, I had a idea for your podcast. I think it could only be called Hosin the Kimmer.
Hosin the Kimmer. That's it. That goes back.
End of story. But
all right.
If you guys are talking about ball wiping,
that's over. Yeah. Keep it classy. Keep it classy. Not drag us down there, Alan. Come on, guys. What the hell kind of show you think this is, pal? People pay good money for this. Oh, God. Let's see. Silence is awkward. On line 4, Cedric is joining us. Hello, Cedric. How's it going? Hey, Cedric. Hello? Hello? I think he's gone. No, he's gone. Sorry. How about Ginger on 2, Pete? The distaff side of our audience. Hello, Ginger. How's it going?
Well, it's going good, Kimmer. I have listened to you, first-time caller, and you make me laugh every single day. Don't always agree with your politics, but that's okay.
Well, that's very sweet. I'm glad you enjoyed the show.
I think you need to start a GoFundMe page for your new.
No, I can't ask people to send me money. In fact, people have sent me money and I've sent it back. But thank you for the. Well, honestly, I can't in good. I mean, if I were get to the stage where I have to sell my horse or something, then that'll be very bad. No, never. I go sleep in the stable before I do that. And I can't make. I have a car that I could. I'm fine. I can't take people's money and we may end up getting may actually go back to work. So. And then how would I feel if I took people's money and then started making money again?
Now, we've got someone who's actually admitting that they put it in the bathroom.
Oh.
Mike Brooks.
I knew it.
I told you. I knew it. Mike Brooks?
I knew it.
He admits it. Comes right out and says it.
He would call in and advertise that stuff. He loves it so much. Every morning.
God.
He'll pass packets around.
Oh, God.
Can't you pay people to do that?
No, nah. 421. Oh, you know what I mean. Have an express loop. Have an express loop traffic at Mator.
This is Steve Martin. And this portion of the Kim Peterson Show is brought to you by Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Table for two, Mr. Southside. And now here's your host, the Kimmer.
Oh, thank you so much. 423. On the Take It in the Neck 106.7. It's only me, it's only the Kimmer. Here's the number, 404-741-1067. Lines are jammed. I'll get back to as quickly as I can. Lenny Davidson is the guitar picker for the Dave Clark 5. He's 75 years old today. Actor Ted McGinley from Married with Children and Hope and Faith is 61. Winona Judd, 55 years old today. And let's see, on this day in 1922, the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. was dedicated, 1922. The ceremony for the Lincoln Memorial was attended by President Warren G. Harding, Chief Justice William Howard Taft, and Robert Todd Lincoln, 1922. 424.
By the way,
yes.
Mike says, don't knock it till you try one. Yeah. He's bringing him in tomorrow.
Well, here's Stacy on 4, Pete. I'll maybe get to the bottom. Hello, Stacy. You're on the radio.
Hey, Kimmer, I was calling to out Brooksy because I heard him bragging about it, but he fessed up. But while I got you on the line, I've been a listener since GST. You guys are great. I love you guys. Y'all got the funniest show in the South by far.
Well,
I listen to John Boy and Billy. They're not in the Atlanta market, but when I'm out of town, I do. But you guys are funnier than them. Y'all are on point, on topic with what's going on, in the news and in the culture. And we're going to miss you guys. I hope y'all land somewhere where we can pick you up again.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, Stacy. And, Mike Brooks is apparently going to bring us some tomorrow. Is that what he's saying?
No, sir, I don't like it.
No. That's fine. I'm good. Thanks. Appreciate it. Everything's all set now. Down at the bottom, Idaho Tim. Hello there, Idaho Tim. How's it going? Welcome.
Good. How you doing?
Very well, sir. What's
up? Glad to be on the radio with y'all.
Thank you.
Consider it an honor and a privilege. Thank you for your service. I really appreciate that. And it's sad that I won't be able to listen to y'all every day. I mean, once I found y'all, I think close to a year ago, it's all I've been listening to every single day, all day long at work and on the way home. And even if I have a bad day at work, like a horrible, terrible day, I can rely on the truck ride home with you on the radio, laughing my head off.
Well, thanks, man. We have a lot of fun. We really do have a lot of fun in here. It's silly and goofy half the time, but we really do have fun. We like coming in here.
Absolutely. I'm going to try to make it out on Saturday with my two little ones, and hopefully I'll be able to fit that into my schedule. And
outstanding. We'll look forward to it. Tim. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's very nice. Very kind of you. 426. Up on the top, here's Craig. Says he knows me. Hello, Craig. You're on the radio.
Kimmer, can you smell the burnout?
This is Craig 40.
Almost over,
baby. Craig, oh my God. One of the great man trips of all time was going to Pebble Beach with Craig and Danny McLefty. Oh, my God. We had so much fun. We were nuts. We were crazy. We were drinking. In fact, tell the story when we got up to the halfway house. Where the hell was that? Half Moon Bay?
Half Moon Bay, yeah. We were trying to decide what to order, and the
the lady just looked at the three of us and said, geez, you can just smell the burnout.
we were dragging. Honest to God, we looked like we'd been sucked through a pipe. I mean, we had mudslides, drinking mudslides in the car, you know. I mean, it was...
We asked that lady for directions, and you were punching into the air conditioner like the GPS system.
I was pretending to look it up on the GPS, and it was actually just punching numbers in the radio face of the dashboard. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And that was, Pebble Beach and Lake Merced and the San Francisco Golf Club. Oh, my God. I mean, just what a treasure.
Yeah, man.
It was so much
and
fun.
I tell you, it's too bad you don't play golf because I've got a connection to Cypress Point now. We could make the voyage again and play the special spot.
That was the one we missed, but that would be a treat. Craig, I hope you're doing well, man. Everything all right with you?
Everything's great. I'm busy as heck, teaching a lot of golf. And I got to tell you, this lady called me up and said, hey, you got to listen to the Kimmer before he goes off the air. I'm madly in love with this guy. And when he goes off the air, I want to take him to dinner. So if Shawnee's probably listening and she's probably freaking out, but she's the GM or something over at Stone Mountain Golf Course.
Oh, no kidding.
Call her, play golf, and go to dinner.
Outstanding. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Greg, now where are you teaching these? Where are you teaching these days?
I'm at the River Club up in Swanee now.
Okay, now can people get to you, or is that all private, or what?
Oh yeah, no, they can. It's private, but I've always been that way. I'll take anybody I can get my hands on.
The River Club in Swanee.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Great to talk to you. And again, I'm going to be thinking about that golf trip for a long time, man. That was really cool. Thanks, Craig.
Well, looks like you're going to have a break. Let's get together sometime.
I'll look forward to it, man. Thanks, Craig. I'll talk to you. Oh, man, what a trip. Honest to God. Sorry, I'm getting this. It's way too inside.
Put it in the book.
Well, yeah, I should. The one thing we got when we were playing Pebble Beach, we played all the course. Pebble Beach and Spyglass, and we played in the San Francisco Golf Club. We played Olympic Club right after the U.S. Open was held there, and it was that was the hardest course I ever saw. Anyway, we were playing Pebble Beach, and I didn't keep. Danny McLefty kept score the whole time, and I never looked at the scorecard. Had no idea what I was shooting. We got to the last hole. I pull-hooked my drive almost out of bounds. I was over in the left in the bunker on the 18th hole, Pebble Beach, famous hole you've all seen. And then I skanked a second shot about 130 yards from the green. It's a par 5. And I took a 9-iron and said, God, I think I have to make a birdie here to break 80. And I hit a really good 9-iron about 15 feet from the flag and missed the putt. And I thought I shot an 80 and I missed breaking 80 at Pebble Beach. And Daddy said, you just shot 77. And, man, I started screaming. 77 from the tips at Pebble Beach. I played 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 in 1 under. Wow. I was out of my mind. God, honest to God. Oh, geez. 4:30. Sorry, I'm ranting. I'm so sorry. Ralph on 6, Pete, has a question of some kind. Hello, Ralph. Thanks for holding so long. You're on the radio.
Thanks, Kimmer. Good to hear you, but I've got a question. All right. It might stretch your memory banks a little bit.
All right.
Back when you had your first girlfriend, you got caught by her mom. Do you remember what the mom told you?
What'd she say?
Moo.
Oh, very funny.
Lighten up, Francis.
You bastard. Hold on. Here's, let's see, Randy on 3, Pete, on the old Out of Here 106.7. Hello, Randy. How you doing?
Hey, Kimmer, how you doing today?
Good. What's happening?
Long-time listener.
Well, thanks.
And I'll tell you, there's going to be a lot of broken hearts here tomorrow. I've been listening to you for a long time, back to GST also.
Excellent.
And I was I'll jog your memory, and I know you'll remember this.
Yeah.
I'm a little out of breath. I was in my trailer at the time.
That's all right. Take your time. Take a breath. No problem. No hurry.
I was your PGR guy, your go-to PGR guy. You remember wearing the long-sleeve white shirt?
Oh, my God. Yeah, absolutely.
Going to the Marine funeral?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, God, that goes back a ways.
That goes back a long ways, and certainly was proud to ride with you. And it's been a great ride. I feel like we're getting divorced for the second time, though.
Well, we'll show up somewhere. Yeah, keep the faith, Randy, and Semper Fi and rubber side down, my friend. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Semper Fi. All right, thanks, Randy. 4:31. There's the Newsbreaker line. Pete, hold everything. Hold on, Kathy, you coming up. Let's see who's on the old Newsbreaker line. Good afternoon.
Hello, this is 911.
Oh, really? Yes, sir.
William Shatner calling from Beverly Hills.
Yes.
911, if that's you, my wife, Mrs. Shatner, is face down in the pool. She's not moving.
Well, have you tried to get her out, sir?
No, Kimmer said don't worry about that. A wife not moving is normal, at least for him. Yeah, if he called 911 every time she didn't move for him,
I'd be getting
on speed dial, for God's sake.
There you go.
It's the last time we'll ever do that bet, I guess. Maybe I could call into the Newt Gingrich podcast or something. My wife is face down in the pool. Chico, you got room for one more? Westwood won this, guys. Swear to God, they're syndicating a Newt Gingrich podcast, but they got nothing for us.
How could we not be getting... I'm sorry.
Walter M. Sterling, remember that creep?
Oh, that scumbag who filled in for me and then blasted me the whole time. Yeah, they're getting him?
Syndicating him.
Oh, my God.
The one that cost Larry Wax a chance to ever get back on the radio.
That's right.
Part of the Cumulus Fail Forward program. Fail, advance. Did I ever tell you how hard it was for me, William Shatner, to take my wife off of life support?
Take her off life, yeah, it must have been hard.
Oh, my God, I had to fight off 2 nurses, an orderly, and 3 of my kids. It's going to be really tough decision for me to make,
Decision.
Am I going to go to the boss's party tonight or attend Shannon Burke's shindig Friday night in Alpharetta?
Yeah, well...
Seeing how I was invited to neither, I guess I'll just stay at home. What else is there?
Neither were we, by the way.
Do you remember the scene in The Sopranos where Paulie Walnut thinks Johnny Sack has been talking him up to Carmine?
Yeah.
So when Carmine sees Paulie, he doesn't know who the hell he is.
Who are you?
That's how I felt when I ran into your podcast guy the other night. Mr. Podcast. Do I know you? Who the hell are you? I know Kimmer and Pete have told you how excited I am about this project. If there's anything I can do, I've never heard of you.
He hasn't heard of us anymore either, apparently. So,
renowned golf instructor Hank. There'll be no compensating.
No.
Renowned golf instructor Hank Haney.
Yeah.
Is in hot water for saying on his XM radio show that women's professional golf is dominated by Koreans.
Koreans, you dominate.
I mean, it's kind of like saying that most American airline flight attendants aren't fond of the ladies. I mean, the man is just stating facts. It's not like he's Speaking of effeminate heterosexuals, Chris Kattan. Chris Kattan says Lorne Michaels pressed him to have sex with the director of Night at the Roxbury.
Yeah, director of the Roxbury, yeah.
Chris Kattan was all on board until Lorne told him the director was a girl.
That's right, it's a woman.
Exactly. The Netflix horror movie The Perfection is reportedly making people physically ill, Kimmer.
Oh, physically ill? Wow.
Which is amazing when you consider that Alyssa Milano isn't even in it. Alyssa Milano advised women to go on a sex strike like that's anything new. I guess she's never heard of being married. Yeah, well, she invented holding out. My God, man.
That'll be the day.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time that my wife, Mrs. Shatner, auditioned for Harvey Weinstein for a movie role?
Oh, audition for Harvey Weinstein?
I kick myself to this day. I gave her some very, very bad advice, Kimber.
Bad advice? What happened?
I said, honey, this is your big chance. Don't blow it. I forgot the audition was with Harvey Weinstein. Needless to say, she didn't, and she didn't get the part.
No. Never heard from him again.
Always. Neither will I be. Yeah. Who are you? Yeah. You do something on the Kimmer Show? Never heard of you. Talk to you later.
We're working on it. William Shatner right here. Hold on there, Kathy and Danny and Cedric and Jim and Lynn. We got all your calls coming up on the old In the Neck 106.7. What was that?
Hi, this is Casey Case.
Hey, Casey.
And this portion of our show is brought to you by Michael McDonald for Chipotle. It keeps you running. Yeah, it keeps you running. And now here's your host, the Kimmer.
There you go, Casey. 440, how you doing? Lines are jammed. I get all your calls. 404-741-1067. Man, I'm having the greatest memories of that silly golf trip we took to Pebble Beach and Points North. Oh, man, was that fun. God, that may have been the greatest man trip, a bucket list man trip of all time. In fact, they warned me when I got the rental car and I took care of it, and she said, "Do you want the insurance?" And we all looked at each other, and I said, "I want the insurance so good that if I come through here to bring this car back on 2 wheels and drive it in the showroom, I don't want to have to pay a nickel." And she says, "We can take care of that." So it cost me like $300 for the 4 days or something. But anyway, God, what a great trip that was. Jeez, that was fun. Tom Morello plays a guitar for Audio Slave and Rage Against the Machine. You can hear them raging now. He's 55. God. Hey, it's going to be all right, pal. Singer-actress Idina Menzel is 48. She's the Frozen, right?
Let it go.
Let it go. God. How many times did I hear that, let it go, over and over? No, what happened? What's going on?
We have a surprise.
Wait, where's he going? It's 4:42. What the hell's going on? Pete just left the room.
He's got to go get somebody someone's in the lobby to see you.
Oh, okay. Am I going to like this? Or
Yes.
Should I be armed?
This is a good thing.
Okay. Well, at 4:42. Well, hold on. We got Lynn and Jim and
want to go to
bumper sticker. Oh, how about let's see, Danny on 5. If you can get that. Can you reach over there? Here we go. Hey, Danny, you're on the radio. How's it going?
It's not Danny. It's Eenie Meenie.
Eenie Meenie. Oh my God. How's it going, man? What's going on with you? We used to work together 20 years ago at GSD. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, first of all, Hangman, Christian, Flounder, John Boy, and I'm missing the last one.
Brett Barney, Spalding, get your foot off the boat, yeah?
They do not understand, because they're too close to it right now, but they have worked on one of the greatest radio shows in history. And for me, working with you, Pete, and Jim from 1997 to 2005 was the greatest honor of my life and one of my most cherished memories. And I want to thank you on behalf of them and for me.
Wow,
you three were like big brothers to me, and I'll never forget it.
Man, what a nice thing to say. That we had a lot of great times there for a long time, too. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Take care.
Best of luck to you.
Turn around.
Who's in there? I can't see
it's Wayne.
What?
It's Wayne. No, it's Wayne.
Oh my God, it's Wayne. No, what was he doing in there? I can't see the reflection in the window. Really? Oh my God. Wait, isn't sure he's going to come in. All right, what's going on?
He can't see through the window.
That's Wayne.
Hey, Wayne. What's he doing in there?
He's just watching.
Well, fine. Welcome aboard. 4:44. Down at the bottom, Pete on 8 is Kathy. Hello, Kathy. You're on the radio. How's it going?
It's going good. How about yourself?
Well, we're doing great. Having happy memories, and people are saying nice things. What could go wrong with that?
I know. We're really going to miss you. But y'all were talking about the Highwayman the other day. And so anyhow, me and my husband broke down and watched it. And one of the things that came to my mind was Kevin Costner was doing a lot of smoking in that movie.
Uh-huh.
Now, how tough is it going to look when in a few years we have those same men sitting there vaping?
Yeah, I know. In fact, they're saying this vaping stuff's getting out of control. Now, in fact, local communities are thinking about banning vape shops up in Alpharetta, and I think maybe Johns Creek or Milton or someplace, but they're all talking about banning vape shops because kids are getting hooked because of they put the funny flavors in there, and they're sucking down nicotine with funny flavors, and it gets kids hooked on the bad stuff.
That's what happened with Spalding.
There's Spalding gets foot at the boat. There you go.
This vaping thing's getting out of hand is all I'm saying.
That's good. 4:45.
Where the studio smells like raspberry on Mondays and Tuesdays.
It smells like sex lotion is what it smells like.
Something some Japanese handbook or something. Some Chinese freaking love beads. I don't even know what that means. We love you a long time. Oh, you're number one. See if can feel what this is. Here's Cedric on 4, Pete, on the old In the Neck 106.7. Hello, Cedric. How's it going?
It's going great. Kimmer, I am your newest fan. I just got introduced to y'all about, it's not even a year yet.
Wow.
And it is just terrible to have to see you go, because now I'm stuck with Hannity and Rush, and I lose my great lineup of Shannon, Mike Brooks, and then the Kimmer. I'm not early enough to hear Shelley, but I'm sure Shelley is great too.
He's a terrific guy.
I'm going to be following you guys on Facebook, and I'm so glad that I've got to hear good quality talk radio from someone who knows what they're talking about.
Well, we definitely do our best. Something will happen. Something good will happen. And Cedric, thank you. I wish you had been able to be with us for the whole 6 years we've been here, back to work again. But can you believe it's been basically, not quite, almost 6 years by a couple of months. 447. All right, hold on. Here's up top. Here's Lynn, and Bill, and bumper sticker Rick, and double Bills and Bob coming up. Hello, Lynn. You're on the radio.
Hi. I'm a second-time caller.
Excellent.
Actually. And no offense, Kimmer, but I called because the first time because I wanted to talk to Pete because I had a big crush on him.
Well, yes, you should.
That was before I saw him. So anyway.
Boom! What? Let me put you on a hold here.
Oh, did you hang up on her?
No, she finished what she said.
Oh, you hung up on her, you bastard. He hung up on her. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, he hung up on her.
Call back.
Oh, you rotten bastard. The lines are jammed. You may never get him forever. Sorry, Lynn. I have
what she was saying.
No control over the phones. Oh, man. Oh, God. I hold everything. Here's a bumper sticker Rick on 2, Pete. A bumper sticker Rick. I'm sorry, on 3. Hey, Rick, what's going on, man?
Not too much, boys. How's everybody doing?
We're having a good time, that's for sure.
Good to hear. Not only did I want to just give you guys a big goodbye for all the memories I've been listening to you since WGST when Dad would pick me up at IHM on his way home from Fort Mac.
Wow,
cool. To you as a kid up until now. And also you guys mentioned Wayne Bramble, good close friend of my family's, who passed away in 2008 when you mentioned the Blue Ribbon Grill, so I wanted to give him a big Semper Fi there as well.
Excellent. Semper Fi. Nice talk. Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate it. Nice, not really terrific. You know, it's nice to talk to these people and know that there's sometimes you make a difference without even thinking about it. 448. Here's on 7. Bring it up again. We'll vote on it. Here's Bob. Hello, Bob. You're on the radio. How's it going?
Kimmer.
Yeah.
Got me.
Hey. Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on? Hello.
Hi, man.
Hey, Bob. I was looking for Bob. Any messages? How you doing, Bob? Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Fine. Great talking to you, man. I've been listening since GST days.
Thanks.
I'm going to miss you, man. I hope you land on your feet. Couple things, man.
Yeah.
You remember when Atlantic Station opened? You just cracking me up.
Atlantic Station.
Like they invented.
Well, Shirley Franklin said, "This is going to change Atlanta forever. This is going to be the greatest thing that ever happened to our city." And everybody was going nuts and nuts and nuts. And so I made fun of it.
I was driving around Atlanta at the time, and I was just nuts. I had to pull over, man. It was funny. Hey, one other thing, I got a picture of me and you together, and I'm sure you don't recall me, but you and a couple guys over at Earl Small's, Harley Davidson. I guess I went over to get a CD one day from you, and you signed it for me, and I got a picture of me and you together. So,
excellent. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm happy about that. So, best of luck, man.
Thanks, Bob.
Hope I get to hear you and land on your feet somewhere.
I appreciate it.
I'm really going to miss you, buddy.
Thanks, man. Semper Fi to you too, Bob. Well, something good will happen. I'm sure of it. I hit those 3 green lights today, and I've never happened before. It's a good omen. 450. Hold on, we got all your calls. I promise. 450.
Hope you weren't too hard on the beaver.
But no, you're having an express loop traffic check and Matt Dorr.
I'm Ray, and this portion of our show is brought to you by Chantix.
Ray.
Unlike the Hangman, Chantix works. And now here's your host, the Kimmer.
I hold everything. 455. How's it going? Get all your phone calls. The lines are jammed, but here's the number, 404-741-1067. 404-741-1067. On this very day, 1978, Swan Song Records announced that Led Zeppelin had gone back into the recording studio for the first time since the death of Robert Plant's son a year earlier. The sessions became the band's final album, In Through the Outdoor, 1978. Actor Ralph Carter from Good Times is 58 years old. I heard Shelley talking about Good Times and all the spin-offs and the Jeffersons and everything earlier this morning, in fact. John Ross Bowie from Speechless and The Big Bang Theory is 48. Singer CeeLo Green from Gnarls Barkley and Goody Mob is 44, and rapper Remy Ma is 39 here today. 446, to the phones.
56.
What did I say? 456. That's, there's something wrong with my eyes. They're all bloodshot. 456. On two, Flounder, Bill has been hanging a long time. Hello, Bill. Thanks for holding on so long. I appreciate it. You're on the radio.
Thank you. First time caller.
Excellent. Welcome.
I just wanted to personally thank you. Ever since I've been listening to you, I lost my dad to Agent Orange in 2011.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Ever since I've been listening to you, I can just picture him sitting in my truck with me as I'm driving and working and laughing and agreeing with you. And you remind me a lot of him. I just want to personally thank you and tell you I'll be following you on Facebook, and wherever you land, I'll be listening.
Well, Bill, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about your dad. That was mean stuff, but he's guarding Heaven's Gate right now, so... That'll be good.
Yeah, I can picture him doing that too, but I just wanted to personally thank you, and you brought me closer to him just listening to you.
Wow, what a nice thing to say. I'm honestly, I'm touched. I really appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bill. Man, I honestly, I'm overwhelmed with all these. You know, when you do a job like this, it's so much fun. I mean, it's a lot of work. We work along, it's not easy doing it, but it is fun. Once we actually start things, it is fun. And you kind of sometimes forget that it really has meaning, that, we're doing it because we love what we do and it's fun to do. But, is he gone? Secret really nice Service guy. Agent in here.
False alarm.
Anyway, all these nice calls, and we're touched. I mean, honestly, this is...
did Lynn call back?
Who can tell? The lines have been jammed since 3. You bastard. 4 is Todd has been hanging the line. Hello, Todd. You on the radio?
Hey, Kimmer. I just wanted to say my co-worker's from Venezuela, and she loves your show so much, the way you guys laugh, and she wants y'all to know that what you do is so rare in the whole world. There's nothing like this in Cuba or Venezuela. The freedom of expression, it means a lot to her. And, I remember back in, I think it was 2011, when some jerk at a veterans parade was acting like a liberal.
Yeah.
And you gave him a little schooling from the Marine Corps.
Yeah, put him in the hospital.
Yes, exactly.
It was on Veterans Day, and he spit on me and headbutted me when I got out of the car. And so I took him down and put him in the hospital. And I had to go to court, but everybody said, no, he started it. Even the judge said he started it. You were defending yourself. So, but yeah, that was on freaking Veterans Day.
Yeah, he was harassing the parade.
Yeah, he spit on all the troops. It was brutal.
He stood up for all of us.
Well,
God bless you.
As anyone would. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. That was, yeah, 2 cops pulled me off. One more Chris story about it, and I'll stop talking. In the police report, what happened was he was spitting. It was the year after I was the Grand Marshal, Atlanta Veterans Day Parade. The next year, I was there watching all the troops, and everybody knew me, and I was saying hi, as the troops walked by, this one guy with a protest sign, he was spitting at the troops, not on them, but toward them, is spitting.
Their direction.
And at the very end was all over. I got back to my car, I pulled up to the intersection right in front of White Columns and WSB there, at whatever the Pershing Point, I don't know what they call it. Anyway, so the guy's coming up, and he looks at me, and I might have said something. I might have said something. I can't confirm or deny that at the moment. Anyway, so he responded by spitting on me. Uh-oh. I had my window down. He spit on me, so I got out of the car to put an end to that, and he headbutted me. As soon as I got out of the car, sucker headbutted me right there. Well, that was bad. so I slammed him on the sidewalk, and I was pounding him, and two cops pulled me off him and said, "Go ahead, get out of here, man. Go ahead, get out of here." So I left. Anyway, he had got my license number and tried to have me he had me brought into court. He didn't arrest me, but anyway, he described me on the police report. I still have it in the office here somewhere. He described me on the police report at something like 35 years old. I think I was 60. 35 years old. 6'7", 280 pounds or something. And I said, yeah, things look a lot bigger when they're that close to you. It was freaking unbelievable. That was a fun time. All right.
Did you mention everybody? Leon Redbone passed away.
That's right. Would you have his age on that?
He always told people he was 127.
Yeah, well, he might have been.
He was on Saturday Night Live back in the 70s.
Leon Redbone.
Champagne
he had a
Charlie.
whole thing. He must have been up in vaudeville days. My God. He
wasn't that old. He pretended to be that old, but he wasn't.
He
was
really
a young man when he was on Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
I'll be darned. Cool. Well, that's a shame. 501 here on the Hip Hop Let's get it together, ladies. Left shoulder, right of leg. Ready on your dog. Target. Road guards out. First spot to the rear. Second spot to the rear. I don't know, but I've been told Eskimo Boogie is mighty cold. PT, looking good, feeling good. 502. And it's only me. One more day. One more day, man. 502. Got a million phone calls. We'll get them all just as quickly as we can. 404-741-1067. 404-741-1067. Let's see. On 3, Pete, is Larry. Welcome aboard, Larry. Thanks for holding. How you doing?
Good, Kimmer. Thanks for taking the call.
Yes, sir.
Hey, before I say what I called to say, Pete used to play a clip on his sports show. He'd play the Boston Red Sox manager. I can't remember who it was. And he'd finish, as soon as the manager quit saying something, he would trigger the sound from Sling Blade. All right, then. You remember that, Pete?
Wow, he's shaking his head.
No, don't really remember that one.
Do you remember what year?
Like them French fried potatoes.
Or what year was it, so we know what manager we're talking about?
It was back in the 90s, and he would play a clip of an interview from that manager in the clubhouse.
Grady Little? Was it Grady Little?
May have been. I can't remember. The guy sounded just like when I used to crack it.
That's right.
Yeah. Grady Little.
Grady Little.
Anyway, I wanted to encourage Cedric, who called you a little bit ago and said he just found you less than a year ago.
Yeah.
And he said now all he has to listen to until we can find you again is Rush and Hannity.
Yeah.
Just wanted to encourage him to listen to them on the iHeartRadio app. There's a great station out of Modesto, California, Power Talk 100, I think.
Okay.
And so, Cedric, when you listen to them until we find the camera, make sure you listen to it on the iHeartRadio app.
Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, maybe our heart will come through for us. You never know. We're hoping. 504. We have newsbreak lines coming up here, too. Hold on. Now, here's Jim on 4. It may have a memory of some kind. Hello, Jim. Welcome aboard.
Hello, Kimmer. How are you?
Doing great, man. What's up?
Well, I tell you what, if it wasn't for a snake, what do you call it, sales weasel punching out my predecessor, I wouldn't have had the pleasure to work with you about 20 years ago.
Oh, in the production room? Is this Sly?
And the family gym.
Yeah. Sly and the family gym. One of my original nicknames. His name is Jim Sly, and I call him Sly and the family gym after Sly and the family. So, how's it going, man? How you doing?
Well, you know what? I'm just getting ready to fire up my Audible because radio is going to suck as soon as tomorrow.
Can you believe it? God, we can't believe. Honestly, can't believe it. It's just what a turnaround.
You know, I've been listening to you guys, and you got one of the best producers in the business. I used to listen to Pete Davis' show.
He's the best. He's a great talk show host on his own. He's a great sports show host and writer. I mean, he's got it all.
You know, I talk to a lot of people, and I say, what did you used to do? I say, I used to be in radio, and, you know, did you ever know the Kimmer? Yeah, sure do. What's he like? And I say, you know what? He's one of the most mysterious people. I worked with him
You never know what he's going to do.
I worked with him for 12 years, and I really couldn't tell you anything about him except for that I've always admired your work ethic, and you really are the hardest working person in radio.
Well,
this is, you know, I hate to see you go. And I'd like to wish you luck, but I'm not going to to have to because everything's going to work out for everybody.
Yeah, thanks, man. Sly and the Family Gym. It's great. It was great fun working with you. A talented guy, all right. And thanks for the kind words. Something will happen. We'll keep you posted.
You be good.
Thanks, man.
Okay, keep riding that lawnmower, Jim.
506.
He rode it all the way from where he bought it to his house. Hey, save $40 on the delivery fee.
There, now you're talking. 506. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Oh, on Bill on 5 there. Pete's been hanging a very long time, too. Hi, Bill. Thanks for your patience. You're on the radio.
Hi, Kimmer. Listen, you've mentioned that these other radio stations have like a 0 rating.
Yeah.
And you guys are knocking it out of the park, and, you're not getting any traction there. Talk a little bit about, are these stations owned by a bunch of libtards, number one, and number two, just where are you guys in the ratings? You've got to be in the top 5 in the market.
Well, so. everything is demographics. We do great, and we really super great in certain demographics, especially men from a certain age, stuff like that. We can't compete with people like the Burt Show has, teenagers and high school girls, things like that, and that, so our audiences are all different depending on your target. So we're doing great in our target audience, and the reason why stations aren't doing anything, it's the nature of the business. Frankly, I don't think there are a lot of brave people in radio management anymore who are willing to take on the establishment, get rid of the deep state, to do like Donald Trump did, to drain the swamp. I don't see a lot of leadership coming from anybody willing to take a chance, and it isn't even a chance, even just to stir the freaking pot. I mean, and I don't know how they make a living. I mean, how do we get the ratings books? And my God, there are these radio stations who have been around and on the air for 50 years are getting 0 ratings. I mean, 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, when the top stations are getting 6, 7, 8, 9, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know how they survive. And yet we could start, Monday with a whole show, with a board op, with salespeople. I mean, I could bring a whole freaking team anywhere, and yet nobody's going to pull the trigger. And the status quo is not what it used to be. And I think there's not a lot of kick-ass people willing to take names and stir some stuff up around here. It's kind of disappointing, but that's the way it is. There's nothing we can do about it.
That is just sad. That is just so sad. You guys are a money-making machine.
Well,
and like you said, Monday, you guys could start this thing anywhere you want.
Yeah, so, we're ready to go. Anyway, Bill, thanks, man. I can't, honestly, I don't have an explanation. You'd have to ask each individual person, but I don't think there are a lot of conservatives running radio stations. Plus, I have to say this. I think this is still true, but historically, and I've been in this business for a long time, historically, managers come out of sales. Managers never come out of programming. I mean, almost never. People who run the radio stations. Hell, the CEO of this corporation is in publishing. I don't think she's ever seen a radio station. I'm serious. I mean, unless she's been interviewed somewhere.
She's been driven by one.
Yeah, she went by some towers and said, but that's a radio station. No, I mean, she's a publisher. It's all, and I guarantee you, our bosses here now are not news talk people. They're music people. Yeah. And they're, rock and roll people, modern hip hop type. Yeah, they just, it's over. Programmers don't run radio stations. And until someone can, which is a little surprising because you'd think a sales guy would say, oh my God, we can bring you like $2 million of sales all of a sudden, and so why wouldn't you take it? Anyway, 509. Hold on, a piece coming up, and all your calls. I'm so sorry, and people are waiting, and I'm talking too much, and I apologize. But we'll do the best we can to get everybody on 509 Haviland Express Loop traffic. First, here is Matt Orr.
Hi, this is Nicolas Cage. And this portion of our show is brought to you by my remake of Goodfellas.
Oh.
You think I'm funny? Funny how? Like I'm a clown? I amuse you. I'm here to amuse you. I make you laugh. And now here's your host, Kimmer.
All right, stand by. 514. Lines are jammed. I'll get all your calls on, I promise. First, our birthday sports list has one famous name on it. Pro and college football Hall of Famer Gale Sayers, 76. He only played pro for like 4 years.
Well, he hurt his knee.
Yeah.
And he was one of the... And you go watch the film of that guy.
I never followed him because he was in Chicago, and we just never got Chicago Bears games. But you watch highlights of that guy. It was amazing. And he hurt himself. I think he only lasted like 4 or 5 years and he was in the Hall of Fame.
But he was incredible. And Brian Song, the movie, that's a big story about him and Brian Piccolo. But you go watch him at, what is it, Kansas? He was a Jayhawk. Blackhawk, and then with the Chicago Bears. Yeah. He was like a combination of Red Grange and O.J. Simpson. Yeah. He was just an amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, Apex Fence Company is sponsoring Holy Crap at Sports. And by the way, coming up, Max is going to try to take credit for something. I don't think so, Max. We'll get there in a minute. Here's Pete Davis.
Major League Baseball's overall average of 26,000 people through Wednesday is 1% below last year. And last year was the first time it was ever below 30,000.
Ooh.
Well, since 2003. Yeah. And Commissioner Rob Manfred, interim commissioner, says it's because there's fewer season tickets.
Excuse me?
No, it's because the real commissioner's named Brian Kenny at your MLB network, who's been changing the game for the worse for the last decade, and it's making the game boring because there's no action in it.
I know. Let's try to swing straight up in the freaking air, so every pitch we can try to hit a freaking home run.
And strike everybody out, we'll just play pitch and catch.
Yeah, brutal.
Anyway, at least one Atlanta Pro team showed up last night. Atlanta United destroyed the Loons of Minnesota 3-0 in the Benz. Josef Martinez scored 2 goals. Franco Escobar, the other goal. Brad Guzan, his 7th shutout. The 5 stripes, now 7-5-2. The second-place Braves have the day off before the Tigers come to town tomorrow night. They'd be hard-pressed to have a more embarrassing night than last night in front of the commissioner, who was in town to officially announce us getting the All-Star game in 2021. The Bravos promptly went out and got spanked 14-4 as Mike Brook gave me a minute-by-minute update by the Nationals. I said, "You mean the 4th-place Nationals?" Yeah, that's that.
But I was switching back and forth, and I tuned into the Braves game. It's 14! Holy crap!
Former Brave Anibal Sanchez took a perfect game into the 6th inning. I broke it up. Because every time I bitch about the Braves, they start doing better. And I said, how can this not get any better? How about a perfect game from a washed-up pitcher? Next guy.
Boom.
Wham.
There you go.
He was 0-6 coming into the contest.
You mentioned that yesterday. I thought, well, it's an easy win.
Ozzy Albiz finally broke it up with a single. Kevin Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Gosman gave up 8 runs before most people got in their seats. At least the Mississippi Masher showed up.
Swing and a drive. Right on cue. It's a grand slam.
It was a grand slam. Yeah. All 4 runs. Alston Riley, his first one ever. And, of course, that was Fox Sports South and Chip Carey with the call. Maybe Alston should be batting 5th. Ahead of Mr. Marquez.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Hey.
Horrible incident in Houston during the Cubs-Astros game. Chicago's Albert Almora Jr. lined a foul ball into the stands that struck a 4-year-old child, sending the little girl to the hospital. Reportedly, she's awake and doing better today. Almora immediately fell to his knees at home plate and put his hands on his head and had to be consoled by the manager and his teammate Jason Hayward. After the inning, Almora approached the section of stands and spoke to a security guard, and she hugged him as he cried again.
Yeah, he was bawling. It was terrible.
The girl was sitting 10 feet beyond where the safety netting ends, about 3 rows up. And I saw Ken Rosenthal's got something up on the Athletic and Twitter saying, come on, you need to put the net even further.
Before someone
but
gets
you know
killed.
What? It's more than it's baseball's fault. It's the parents' fault for bringing a 4-year-old child and not paying attention or sitting between them and the ball.
And I'll bet you somebody was taking selfies there. They're looking on their phone something. If you're going to be that close, bring a glove for one thing.
Don't have your 4-year-old
and you
that
don't
close.
have a 4-year-old without being guarded by it. It's just stupid.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, by the way, former Giants outfitter Angel Pagan, remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Nearly died after his boat was hit by a big wave off the coast of Puerto Rico and capsized. Pagan and 2 others were rescued before the sharks got to him, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Some criminals are caught when they leave fingerprint evidence behind at the scene of the crime. Others, like Phillies outfitter Odubel Herrera, leave an entire handprint. Odubel's left handprint was left on his girlfriend's neck during a domestic assault in Atlantic City.
Oh, a handprint?
Yeah, his handprint.
Oh, my God.
That's not good. Former NBA and college basketball coach Rick Pitino is now plying his trade in Greece. But Pitino is not making friends with local populace there. Yeah. In fact, I think they're going to break up little shards of clay and vote him out of there. But he's criticizing the fans in Greece for their penchant of smoking cigarettes and cigars courtside. Well, it's got
everybody smokes in most of Europe, for God's sake.
It's got a mahogany butterscotch ambience to it, too.
That's the hangman.
Pitino says they're extremely self-centered and selfish. Well, since it's Greece, why not also call them narcissistic, since that's where the phrase originated? Rick says it's disrespectful to the players and the kids that are there. Meanwhile, Greece and Bulgaria have the highest smoking rates in Europe. Earlier this year, the Greek deputy health minister was criticized for smoking inside the Ministry of Health building.
Indoors.
In the
Hey, guys gotta smoke.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. Rick Pitino also says the fans can also lay off bringing flares into the game and setting them off inside the arena.
What the hell kind of game are they playing over there?
Former Falcons and UCLA head coach Jim Moore's practices with the Bruins were so hard and his concussion protocol so bad that former UCLA offensive lineman John Lopez is suing Moore, UCLA, and the NCAA for concussions.
Wow.
And he said he almost committed suicide because of it.
Yeah.
Baseball's hit king Pete Rose, who is 78.
Wow.
78 years old. Has a new book out with stories of his career, including the one about going on a trip to Vietnam to visit the troops in 1967 with Joe DiMaggio. Have you heard this story?
No.
They were at a jungle camp when Joe wanted to take a shower. So they filled a canvas bag with water, hung it from a tree, and Pete was in charge of pulling the rope to let the water out on Joe.
Yeah.
And that's when Pete happened to see Joe's bat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Rose exclaimed out loud, "Yankee Clipper, my ass! You're a penis with a man hanging on it."
Oh, God.
And Joe replied, didn't skip a beat, "That's not where it ends. That's where it bends."
Oh, my God.
Ooh la la.
Pete says he felt sorry for Joe's wife, Marilyn
Monroe. Wow.
I think they were divorced by that time because that was back in the 50s when he was with her.
Wow.
And 1904, this date, Cincinnati's Palace of the Fans. What a great name for a ballpark. 32-year-old Cubs first baseman Frank Chance of Tinkers to Evers to Chance is plunked by a pitch 5 times during a doubleheader. Can you imagine the melee that would break out if you hit a guy 5 times?
Man.
And in one time, he loses consciousness, the Hall of Famer does, and they had to bring him to, and he kept playing. He got hit in the head.
That's not a modern baseball, all right.
No, it is not. In fact, 1932 on this date, after dropping a doubleheader, the White Sox players accused the unplayed umpire, George Moriarty, of deliberately blowing calls against the White Sox. Now, he was a former White Sox player himself, Moriarty was. Yeah. He challenges them to a fight, and they're all for it. But then he knocked out pitcher Mike Gaston with 1 punch. And the manager Lou Fonseca and the catchers Charlie Berry and Frank Grube jumped on top of him and beat the holy you-know-what out of him. The umpire.
The umpire. Jeez.
We all like to do that. And I guess that's pretty much.
Well, whatever you want. It's 5:20. You got 30 seconds. What do you got there? Matt, it'll be just a minute. Matt's fine.
2003. Tom Glavine will not like this. At Shea Stadium, the Braves went deep 4 times off their former teammate, tied a National League record, and they hit 55 home runs in the month of May. The New York Giants back in 47, the Cardinals in April 2000, only other teams to do that. The Braves went nuts back in 2003 hitting the long ball on
That's what he gets for going to the Mets. Anyway, we'll let Tom have it. By the way, in fact, I have a Tom Glavine signed baseball autograph to me that I sent to my grandson.
No, you don't.
I don't anymore. I sent it to my grandson.
Because Jack Kennedy signed every Tom Glavine.
Well, that's probably true.
He had the perfect signature. He had it down.
Well, I'm not telling him. 5:22. Sorry to make you wait. Haviland Express Loop traffic. Matt Orr.
Hey, folks. John Madden here.
Yes.
And this portion of our show is brought to you by John Ossoff. Hey, here's a guy who knew so little about the 6th District, he thought that Johnson Ferry was a guy he'd like to meet. Boom. And now, here's your host, the Kimmer.
All right, hold everything. I want to get to Max, who's going to make a claim here that I don't think is really appropriately proper. 5:25 on the old In the Neck 106.7. It's only me. It's only the Kimmer. 404-741-1067. Lines are jammed. I got newsmaker lines I want to play for you, too. First to Max up on one there, Pete. Speaking of Holy Crap at Sports. Hello, Max. How's it going?
Hello, Kimmer. Kimmer, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, man. What's up?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. You and I go way back. I mean, back to like 106.7 when, back when the Tin Man was on the radio here in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, it's gone through some good times. I tell you what, when they let you go, I was so mad I removed the radio station from my preset in my car.
Well, that's very kind.
But I remember, God, years ago, used to call Pete Davis Snake Davis.
For a little while there because of an event we've talked about recently.
An event, right. Exactly. Right. And then he started doing sports and kind of was starting to become like a regular thing for sports. And you were opening the lines up asking people, what should we call his show? And people like, Pete's Sports Spectacular and all this stuff. And I called up, I'm like, how about Holy Crap at Sports?
No, I think I've been saying Holy Crap at Sports, even long before that because I used to make jokes about it, I think. Well, anyway, I don't remember it that way, but I cannot accuse you of being untrue. I just don't remember, but I remember. I think I came up with that.
Okay, sure, Kimmer.
Yeah, right. That's how I remember it. Yeah, sure, Kimmer. Have it your way. Thanks, Max. 527. All right, hold on real quick. Oh, God, I've been holding so long, Pete. Will, on 2. Stop now. Will, you're on the radio, man. How's it going? The Newsbreaker line in just a minute. Hello, Will. Yes, sir.
Hey, good, man. Greetings from Tequila.
Tequila, cool.
Got a quick story for you. I moved to Georgia 21 years ago. As I'm riding around with my real estate agent, he says, hey, do you mind if I listen to talk radio? And I said, no. So he turns you on. He said, this guy's funny as hell, man. We're going to listen to him and look at some houses. So we did, and I've been ever since. But on the second year I lived here, we won. I called in one day, and we won 2 passes for the Greek Festival.
Oh, yeah, cool. We did live there once in a while, yeah.
And my wife worked down in Buckhead, and so she was going to go by there and pick them up the next day. So I'm going between appointments, and I'm listening to the radio, and you make a comment about, hey, someone, one of the young ladies who won some Greek Festival tickets just came by, and I met her. Man, she was cute. She was a little spinner. So I get to my office, and my wife calls me, and she said, hey, I went and picked up the tickets today, and I said, great. She said, I got to meet the Kimmer. He was on a break and came out of the studio. And I went, oh, that's pretty cool. Nice guy. He said, yeah, he's a real nice guy. So I got back out in my car and I was listening. He said, I met this lady and she was cute. She was a spinner. Now, my wife is not naive, but she didn't know what a spinner is. I had to explain to her, and I said, sweetheart, look, it's a compliment. Okay?
Yeah, it's a good thing.
105 pounds. You're a very pretty lady, and that's why he said you're a spinner.
Yeah, only in
I've always had that story.
A respectful and happy, cherished way. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Real quick, if you got a sec.
Yeah, real quick. Okay.
About a year later, you had Make the Camera Laugh. And I called you one day, and you made my day because you laughed your butt off.
Oh, I'm right. Try not to laugh at jokes or comments and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was weird. I don't know why we started that. Strange.
I said, what does Hillary Clinton and Monica Lewinsky have in common?
And what do they have in common?
They both want to eat Jenny Craig. And you laughed.
There you go. Well, Pete got him. we were a little more flexible of our word kind of thing. Honestly, we used to say stuff on the radio 25 years ago that we can't say now.
Would make Shannon Burke blush.
That's not easy, I promise you. How about a quick newsbreaker line? Then I'll get all your calls, I promise, but we got to get newsbreaker lines on here. You ready to go? Good afternoon.
Hey, Kimmer, this is Mark Lemke.
Hey, Hall of Famer. How you doing, Mark? Lever.
Well, I just wanted to call in and say I'm going to miss you guys.
Oh, are you? Well, thanks, Lemmer. I appreciate it.
Not really. I just thought it might sound good to call in and say that.
You thought you'd say that? Thank you.
Hey, Kimmer.
Yeah, hey, Lemmer.
Oh, by the way, I put in a good word for you and Pete over at 680 The Fan.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure how they felt about it. They couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, they know me.
Yeah. Yeah, we got his number.
Yeah, thanks.
We're good. Yep. We're good.
We're all set here now.
Hey, Kimmer, I hope you're able to attend your boss's goodbye and good riddance party for the Never Given a Chance 106.7 line.
The Never Given a Chance 106.7 line.
Right. Sabotage 106.7, yeah. I hear the boss has some big surprises in store tonight.
Oh, big surprises tonight?
Yeah, for instance, after dinner, Brian Joyce is going to pop out of a cave. Surprise! With this male traveling companion who just happened to bump into inside the cave.
Just coincidence. What are you doing
here? Ticket to Thailand too? What will be after that?
Where are the girls? I guess they missed the plane.
Exactly. They'll probably catch you later.
Catch up to you guys later, yeah.
Hey, Kimmer, is it true when they gave Brian Joyce his pink slip, it fit him perfectly? Hey, congratulations to Shelley Winter, who'll be filling in for Clark Howard and Eric Erickson on WSP.
That's right. Just announced it today, yeah.
Meanwhile, Kimmer will be filling in for the greeter at the Walmart on Windward Parkway. Here's hoping they'll let him announce today's specials in lawn and garden so he can be behind the microphone again.
Attention, shoppers.
Probably the closest he'll ever come, right?
Apparently.
Hey, I'm already ready for the big Shannon Bird going away party.
Oh, the big one tomorrow night?
Yeah, if you attend, here's a way to avoid being harassed.
Yeah.
At the door, tell them your net worth is under $500,000. You won't get any food, but at least you'll be left the hell alone, so. Speaking of financial advisors.
Yes, sir.
I understand Stormy Daniels is furious with her broker.
Furious with her broker?
You really want to know why?
I'd like to know why now, yeah.
Apparently all the mutual funds he put her in are no load.
What's the fun of that?
Obviously the guy had never seen any of her movies. I'm really sorry, Kimmer. I should never say no load to a guy with prostate cancer.
That's a lot. One less problem to deal with.
You're kind of like a Mount Everest mountain climber. You never reach the peak either.
Never really get to the top. You're killing me. 5:33. More newspaper lines, and I promised to play the Redneck Christmas bit. I want to try to get it on. If I don't do it today, I'll definitely do it tomorrow. Jim's been hanging for 4.5 days here, Pete, on 7. Jim, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. You're finally on the radio. Welcome.
Oh, man. I found you 3 times. I'm going to lose you 3 times.
Well,
I've got a bunch of radios in the house with nothing to fill the memory slot with now.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, something will happen. Something good will happen.
That's good. Back in 1994, my wife called you. Back then,
I remember. Sorry.
Yeah, well, purpose of the call.
There you go. Yes, sir.
But you just got ordained through the mail, I guess, or however.
Oh yeah, World Christian Church, ordained minister, the most dangerous minister in America. That's me.
Yeah. Well, you were looking for people to, so you could perform a ceremony. So my wife got a hold of you, and she says, "Yeah, we're going to have a wedding. We'd like you to do it." But we're going to have it at the nudist resort up here. And then you were, well, I've got something to do that weekend.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
And it turned out we didn't find out for a couple of weeks later that the following weekend is when you married the fantasy goddess.
Yeah, there you go.
So I said, okay, all right, we let them slide on that one there. But, yeah, we're still together. So
excellent.
Come August, it's going to be 25 years and
good
30 years together.
Outstanding.
But you guys are so big up here in North Georgia. Every mechanic shop I go to, even our maintenance shop, the rental car agency, the radios in the cars are all set for you guys.
Well,
you guys need to do like a going away tour, up here in Helen or Gainesville or somewhere up north.
Oh, I love that part of the country. I used to go up there every weekend for years and years.
Yeah, y'all get together or something. Come on up here and, put on Facebook, have a party.
We'll do it. We'll do it. That's a great idea. Jim, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And best wishes and congratulations on a long marriage, nude or not. 5:35 newsmaker lines all coming up. And I promise your calls on the old In the Neck 106.7.
Hello, who is this? This portion of our godforsaken show is brought to you by United Airlines.
The
reservation agent said, how many people will be traveling with you today? I said, how should I know? It's your damn airplane. And now here's your host, Mr. Charlton Heston.
It's so close there. So very close. 5:40. By the way, don't forget, they've added a new Newsmaker Line show on the schedule. Go to newsmakerline.com. The new show has been added. It'll be at Houck's Grill in Roswell on a Sunday show, July 14th at 6 p.m. So it's a regular hour and day. July 14th, that's a Sunday at 6 p.m., not 8, 6 p.m. at Houck's, and go to newsmakerline.com for all the ticket. They're only $15, so it's going to sell out. And to get a list of the other ones that are up for there, too. And I'll be at the Swan Coach House show this Saturday evening. I can't stay for the whole thing, and I'm also going to Big Tex thing, and I'm going to try to get up there tomorrow night for the Alpharetta thing. I don't know what. 5:41. All right, hold on. Let's see. We got Michael on 3, Pete. I'm going to get all the long-time holders. They got Newsmaker Lines to get for you. Hello, Michael. You on the radio?
Hey, how's it going?
We're doing great. How's it coming back?
Doing good, man. Heading home.
What's up?
I just had a question, man. With y'all leaving, y'all are my news source. And with y'all going off the air, I don't know of a good news source to go to for a conservative person. You know, I want a news source that's not biased and not going to feed me a load of crap. What do you think? What's a good one?
Honestly, satellite radio, you can probably dial up Fox News. There's all kinds of availabilities on satellite, Sirius XM. I have it in my car. Other than that, honestly, I don't know in this area another conservative live local talk show or talk station.
In the area, there is one.
Yeah.
But what about online? Any websites or anything?
Jeez, I don't know. Flounder, any suggestions? Or Pete? I mean, you probably just Googled news outlets or news streaming services or something.
Daily Caller has a good podcast. Podcast, but I mean, go on.
You just
Google
have to search, man. I don't know what to tell you. We're floundering.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. I love listening to you all, and best of luck to you.
Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. On 4 Real P, here's Mr. Luscious. All right, Mr. Luscious, how you doing? All right, sir?
I am doing absolutely fabulous, Mr. Kimmer, and I just wanted to call you up and tell you we have never spoken before.
No.
And we never will again.
No, that's
We never will again because I'm in a particular business in which we never cross paths.
All right, sir.
But I have listened to you for years and years, and I'm here to tell you you have more rich and powerful friends than you even know. Unless you intentionally wish to go away, you're not going anywhere. We're going to keep you around.
I think I like the sound of that. I'm not sure. That sounds a little threatening there, Mr. Luscious. I don't know.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to involve you on my street on the block. You wouldn't like it.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, you have for years and years, you have absolutely made my day. And so many other of my friends have so thought as well.
Well,
and
you're very kind.
You have more friends than you know, and unless you want to cash out your 401k and disappear onto that deserted island.
No, we don't want to.
We're going to keep you around.
Well, I'll be the first one to say thank you so much as soon as we get that in writing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mr. Luscious.
Oh, my pleasure.
Okay, all right. Here. Oh, that was great. He was huge. Oh, God. Here's, let's see. Geez, here's Linda on 5, Pete. Man, it's 5:44. I'm going to get some newsmaker lines on here also. Hey, Linda. Hi, Linda. You're on the radio. How you doing?
Hi, Kimmer. Oh, my gosh. I am wonderful, and I want to tell you, apparently I need to get out more often because I have just been obsessed with this and getting through to you before this ended, and listener for, since mid-90s, and I homeschool my kiddos, so they always hear you in the afternoon, and they are really tired of hearing Mom grieve and freak out about this show ending.
Well, you're very sweet. Thanks.
But tomorrow is my birthday.
Oh, really? Happy birthday.
Yeah, so it's kind of a sad way for my birthday to happen, but exciting too. But I just want to thank you for all the encouragement, and, you have a way of turning, just the mundane stuff of life into joy, and you've just been a tremendous blessing and encouragement.
Well, that's very sweet.
And also, one thing, the last time I called you was right after you came back from your hiatus, and guess what, Kimmer? Yeah. It was the day you had your heart attack.
Oh, my God.
So
Cool.
I've been very...
Oh, we lost you. Where'd you go?
I call you this time to tell you thank you for everything, and I hope we hear you soon.
Thank you, Linda. You're very sweet. I appreciate that very much. 5:45. Real quickly to Andy on 7, Pete on the old Almost Out Here 106.7. Hello, Andy, on the radio.
Cameron, I hate to give any weirder on you than the last few phone calls.
Okay.
My wife is so madly in love with you, and I tell you how bad it is. She makes me wear a bag over my head with your picture on it. So to get back at her, I make her wear one with Pete Davidson's face on it.
Oh, man. Very funny. 5:45. How about quick news break line? I'll get some more calls. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kevin. This is Jerry Seinfeld calling.
Hey, Jerry. How's it going, man?
Well, a report says Apple spies on iPhone users.
Spies on iPhone users, yeah.
If they're spying on me, why the hell didn't Apple warn me my iPhone was being pocketed by a Hartsfield baggage handler? Jerry, he's taking your phone.
A little notice, something. Taking
Jeff
your
Bezos,
phone.
ex-wife,
Yeah.
has pledged to give half of her wealth to charity.
It's a charity, it's healthy.
Easy for her to do. It's not like she earned it or anything. It's like you find a wife. How nice of her to be so generous with your money. Hey, I'm not paying the rent on this office I never go to. Yeah.
It's a beautiful office, too.
IHOP is teasing another name for their restaurant once again after they snowed us last year.
Yes, noticed last year.
They're thinking of changing the name of from the International House of Pancakes to Stacy Go Home.
We're closed.
The bat is out. Get the hell out of here.
The bat is out.
Well, I'm already getting ready for the Mick Shannonberg going away party Friday in Alpharetta.
Big party tomorrow night.
Yeah, I got a fake email address, a burner phone number, and mailbox drop number to give them at the door so I won't get hassled with a sales call on Monday morning. You gotta think ahead when you meet these financial guys, you know?
A dropped phone and
drop mailbox and a burner phone.
Burner phone.
I don't know.
I don't know. God knows I don't know.
We never dealt drugs in East Point. You bought him there many times. A Trump administration official said that flying on Air Force One with the president is like, quote, being held captive.
Being held captive.
Sort of like the Rock 100 staff feels when the boss makes an unannounced visit to the morning show. Gee, look who walked in. What a surprise. I hope you can sit down and stay a while. Here, put on these headphones. Well, look at the clock on the wall. I'm sure you've got a lot of things to do. I got nothing to do. I could sit with you guys all morning.
Oh, please do. Get him some Eggs Benedict. Chop, chop.
Wait, that's my mimosa. One more thing that's been bothering me.
Yes, Jerry.
What's the deal with blind people? Why don't they see?
Give a little consideration for the rest of us. Whoopsie. 5:49. Another couple of quick calls, man. We're running out of time. On 6, Mama Sid, Pete. Hello, Mama Sid. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. I got 2 things for you.
All right.
The first, if you're sitting at a bar one night and you feel soft hands touch your shoulders and somebody whispers in your ear, lay down, I think I love you. By God, you better drop in a hurry, because at my age, in 30 seconds, I'll forget what I said.
Okay, I'm doing... Whoa. Well, Mama said, kind of pulled a fast one on the old camera there at the end.
I tend to like the dick.
the nickname of... quickly to... geez, hold on a second. On 2, Phyllis and Dennis have been... Phyllis and Dennis. Hey, Phyllis and Dennis, how's it going?
Stop! They're everywhere.
Come on.
Crying in our beer.
I'll tell you how much we're going to miss you. I'm watching Judge Judy, and my wife says, turn the camera on. I mean, come on. Jeez. So, anyway, I think you do pretty good. You know, he had Louis Nye and Don Rickles, and
sure.
Yeah, he'd interview people out the back door, and that could be you. You just take these talk shows now are just not very good.
Yeah,
so.
They ought to put us on TV. But man, I would love to do a TV show. Like a community TV show at 2 in the morning or something. Take a chance. I'll bet you we could do a TV show and knock your freaking socks off.
What, 2 in the
you'll
morning?
be part of it. Well, yeah.
2 in the morning.
Can you imagine? You talk about, hey, Bart, hey, Matt, or whatever those two guys, Canadians were there?
Bert and Ernie?
No. The two guys.
Wayne
Mark
and Garth.
Myers. Wayne and hey, Garth. Hey,
Wayne's
Wayne.
World.
Wayne's World.
Oh. Think about the Great White North.
No, 551. All right, hold on. Here's, let's see, way down below Steve on the Calabanga there on 8. Hello, Steve, you're on the radio.
Hey, Cameron, long-time listener, gonna miss you guys. Miss Pete's expertise on the sports, too.
Yeah, he's the best.
He is. He's great. Won a trip from you last August, and we're leaving here in about 3 weeks to go on the trip. So I was hoping to be able to tell you about it when we got back, but unfortunately won't be able to do that.
Well, look for us on Facebook or something, social media. We'll definitely be around doing something, I promise you. And we still, things might happen. We'll keep you posted. But good luck on the trip. Where is the trip to? Florida?
Miami,
yeah, cool. Have fun down there, and thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Cameron. Thanks for all the laughs. It makes me ride around look like an idiot, dying laughing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Did he say anything?
Driving like an idiot.
Okay, good. 552. This is 456. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Here, on 3, Pete, is Mark's been hanging a very long time. Mark, thanks for calling. You're on the radio finally.
Hey, our pal. Let me tell you, with all the fans that have been calling in, I'll make it quick. With all the fans that have been calling in, telling how much they love you, how much we're committed to you, with a wingman like Pete Davis, as long as you can go to bed at night and you have the heart and the strength for this new season in your radio career, there's absolutely going to be the best Kimmer shows that have ever come. You have everything to look forward to, and when you get off that elevator tomorrow morning, it'll be bittersweet, but you have to hold your head up and think the best is yet to come. There's too many people out here that love you, and there's too many people out here that you have changed their lives. You've helped them. We've heard this for the past several weeks. Please don't leave us, Kimmer. Do what you can. Let Wayne do the technical. You stay focused on the show.
Thanks. Flounder running the board, but you're close. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate it. And we're not, in fact, we thought about, doing kind of a goodbye tribute to this. No, we're not doing a goodbye thing tomorrow. We're going to do our show tomorrow. Damn it. We're doing our show. Nothing stopped us in the past, and nothing's going to stop us now.
And the scene.
We're going to do something like that. Oh, wait a minute. James may have help for people looking for a news site of some kind on 5 there, Pete. Hey, James, help us out here. What's the deal?
Hey, Cameron, this is your buddy James down in Jacksonville.
Yeah, man. How's it going?
Yeah. If Donald Trump had a twin brother, he would be the publisher of The Gateway Pundit. The www.thegatewaypundit.
Pundit, okay, P-U-N-D-I-T,
every day he pumps up Barr and Trump, and every day he rips up Hillary and Comey and Brennan and the rest of those bad guys. It's the best conservative site on the web.
And give it again, what's one more time?
The Gateway Pundit.
Gateway Pundit. Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it, James. Thank you so much. God, let's see. Hold on a second. Here's a Ty on 4, Pete. 554. Hello, Ty. How's it going?
Kimmer, how's it going?
Good, Ty. What's happening?
Hey, this is one of your millennial callers checking in real quick with you.
Excellent. Outstanding. How's it going?
Hey, I just wanted to say I've been listening since 2016. You actually motivated me to get out and vote that year. And one of my friends called me a traitor, and I'll let you assume which way they voted for.
Yeah,
but,
I guess, yeah.
Oh, man, you've forever solidified me in just everything, man, in politics and just being able to be an open mind, free thinker. And I just want to say thank you for that and all the best in the future. Seriously.
Thank you, Ty. Keep posting. We'll keep looking on social media, and something will happen. And when's your next podcast? You going to do one next week, maybe?
I did one. What's today? Thursday. I did one yesterday, so I'll probably do one.
Maybe next week. I may come down and just sit and say hi or something. Sure. If you don't mind.
Sit by the pool.
5:55. God, it's 5:55. I can't believe it. Gary on 7. Gary, you're on the radio. What's up?
Hey, thank you, brother. I just wanted to say what an honor it's been to share the fraternity with all the listeners out there. God bless all y'all, and I appreciate y'all more than you know to be just considered to be part of the fraternity, man.
Thanks, Gary. I appreciate it. Another team player. Quickly to Paul on 2. Paul, you're on the radio. How's it going?
Hey, Kimmer, I've given up trying to find a new job for you. Nobody wants to hire a half-blind guy that survived a heart attack and prostate cancer. But good luck anyway.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Josh on 6, Pete. Josh, you're on the radio. How you doing?
Hey, Mr. Kimmer, I'll get all mushy for you right quick. Hey, I've listened to you forever. Now I have 2 sons that ride around all day at work together. And when they get home, they say, we talk about what happened with the Kimmer. He says, Dad, they get away with that stuff on the radio? I said, only the Kimmer.
Well, it's only the Kimmer. Well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. Very kind words. Roger on line 8. Roger, you're on the radio. What's going on?
Man, Kimmer, man, this is bad. This is awful. But listen, I love you to death, and all of you. Pete, every one of you. But it's just, I know you're running out of time, but listen, was that Joe Walsh on the phone just a little while ago?
It might have been Joe Walsh. I gotta go, you're killing me. And last call, Travis, you got 10 seconds. What's up, Travis?
Hey, sir, how's it going? So I started listening to you, I believe. I listen to 105 in the mornings, but then
2 and 1. Sorry, hoorah, Semper Fi, herp.